YouTube, what's up, and welcome back to part 11 of Pokémon Unbound. Last time out, we took care of business at Thundercap Mountain and saved Zapdos from being captured by the Shadows. After that, we headed north up here to Ptarmigan Town, which is where I'm currently chilling at. And inside of the Pokemon Mansion here, we battled against the successor, Maxima, and upon defeating her, she gave us access to Mega Evolution and gave us the Mega Ring, so we can actually use the Mega Stones. However, she hooked us up with like an Altaria Knight, but I'm not going to use an Altaria, as you can see with the team above my head here. So, we still need to find the Mega Stone for Gardevoir, but I didn't have time to look that up yesterday, so I still don't have it at this point. So unless I find it today, we're probably not going to be Mega Evolving Gardevoir today, but that's okay. Our new objective here is to head up Route 12 and get to Dehara City, which is the location of the 5th gym, as we were told by Jax, last time we saw Jax. And you'll also notice that on the bottom middle of the screen there, we now have 4 gym badges. So we really need to see if we can get this 5th gym badge today. And while I got this screen open, I can go ahead and showcase the team real quick. Just in case it's anybody's first time tapping into one of these episodes here in the playlist. So currently the level cap is 40. I really thought it was 45 after beating the 4th gym leader, Mel, in Fallshore City. However, going back and looking at that footage, because I could have sworn he said 45. He did say 45, but what he was talking about was that was the level that Pokemon will obey my commands, right? It doesn't necessarily correlate to the level cap. I think that's kind of weird, but yeah, basically when he handed us that 4th gym badge, he's like, all Pokemon up to level 45 will obey you. But for some reason, I'm stuck at 40. And we know that because the Pokemons just start to get 1 experience point once they hit the level cap. Well, we'll quickly look at everybody on the squad here and just showcase movesets real quick. Because that's still, you know, movesets and held items are the 2 things that are still holding us back from becoming the most powerful trainer in Borrius. But again, we're only 4 badges in, so it's understandable. Starting things off here with our starter Pokemon, which was Gabite. And Gabite's got the moveset of Dual Chop, Rock Tomb, Hone Claws, and Bulldoze. And he's holding the Violite, as you saw. A hasty nature. Again, we can change natures in this game. I'll touch on that later in this episode. Then we got a serious nature Rocky Helmet Arcanine with the moveset of Crunch, E-Speed, Flame Wheel, and Close Combat. I still need to look up how to get Flare Blitz, but we'll figure that out later. Next up, we got the Relaxed Nature Miracle Seed Roserade with the moveset of Giga Drain, Stun Spore, Venoshock, and T-Spikes. It's a pretty solid set right there, honestly. Then we got our Safety Goggles Modest Nature Gardevoir with the moveset of Psybeam, Dazzling Gleam, Magical Leaf, and Shockwave. It's not bad. Oh, I forgot to go back. Then we got the Lax Nature Hisui and Samurott holding Mystic Water. This was a gift Pokemon, so it came with 3 S-tier, aka Flawless IVs of 31. And I also got an A in Speed and HP, so it's pretty much a perfect Samurott here, which was sweet. And it's got the moveset of Razor Shell, Night Slash, Revenge, and Aqua Jet. And last but not least, we have our Brave Nature Hariyama holding the Black Belt. And this is a Guts Hariyama. And he's got the moveset of Revenge, Knockoff, Ice Punch, and Fake Out. So let's go ahead and get things started here and head north up Route 12 and get to Dehara City. I really hope I can get this gym badge today, but we'll see. Now earlier, the first time we came to this city, we weren't able to head north onto Route 12 here because there was 2 NPCs having a battle. So they were kind of blocking the route, forcing you to do this Pokemon Mansion side quest first before you leave the city. Now additionally, on Route 12, we need to go catch a Deerling, so I'm not going to spray a Repel, and I'll touch more about that as we go here, as to why that's important. Did you know that your Mega Ring is able to power up moves into Z moves? Oh, so there's not just Megas in this game, you can also use Z moves, okay. Well, I don't have any Z Crystals either, but interesting. Those are super powerful moves that can only be used once per battle. Just equip your Pokemon with a Z Crystal matching one of its type moves, and press start when selecting the move to unleash a devastating attack. Okay. Interesting, now I gotta figure out who I want to be a Z move abuser on my team. Whatever, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Alright, Route 12. We finally made it here. Dude! Oh, and of course Ace is gonna pull up here. We haven't seen this guy in a while, so I wonder if we're gonna fight him here. Caught up to you at last. I'd beaten successor Maxima, but I figured a bit more training at the mansion couldn't hurt. Let me guess, you also got the power of Mega Evolution. Your assumption is correct. What am I saying? Of course you did. Anyone who's beaten me that many times wouldn't have been slowed down by that. Of course, I'm going to be putting an end to your record right here, right now. Come on then. Let me show you my new power. Aight. This guy actually has a Toucannon on his squad that has given me trouble the last couple times we fought him. Let's see if he still leads with it. It is Toucannon, okay. Well, I think I have Gabite in front, yeah. Alright. Now, the cool thing also about the city we were just in is you get an item from an NPC there that you can change into your hidden ability. So, last time we fought Ace, we had just a regular Sandvale Gabite, but now we have a, I'm gonna Home Claws up, by the way. Now we have a Rough Skin Gabite. So if he tries to hit me with his 5-turn skill link moves here, as long as one of them makes contact, he's gonna take a whole bunch and chip. Goes for Drill Peck, but, yo. I mean, I know I'm hasty nature, but I have a Violite, bro. How did that do over half? Okay, Gabite might go down here because Rock Tomb is probably not strong enough to OHKO, but maybe. We'll see. Okay, that only does half. Wow. Alright, well. Touche. This is what I was talking about this Toucannon, man. This thing is a threat. And it messed me up last time, too, but I did slow it down, so it'll be easy to revenge right here. Honestly, I could do it with whatever, but I think I'm going to go Guardy and just fire off a D-Gleam. I'm kind of surprised how well he took that +1 Rock Tomb, because this thing does not have the greatest defenses. Let's finish it off. I know I just said Dazzling Gleam, but I'm going to finish it off with Shockwave instead. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, a +1 Rock Tomb into a Pokemon that doesn't have the greatest defenses, that was kind of weird. He must have this thing maxed out, like Impish Nature 252 in HP and defense. Mamoswine is a Giga threat to my team too. I mean, actually everybody can hit it super effectively besides Guardy. Actually, Guardy has Magical Leaf too, but I don't really want to take a Ice attack, although it could be a ground attack here. I could Intimidate it with Arc, but again, if it's an Earthquake, that's gonna hurt. So I'm gonna go... Roserade can also Giga Drain it, but I don't want to come in on an Ice attack. I'm going to predict Ice attack and go to Samurott here. But he might go ground move. Yep. Okay. Was a Bulldoze, which is not great. Does a massive chunk. I can take the next one, obviously. And we'll mess him up with a Razor Shell, but he switches. Do you have a Water Absorb on, or you do? Vaporeon, okay. I don't know what's a Vaporeon going to do to me, though. I might just stay in and Night Slash this thing. He is faster because of dropping my speed with Bulldoze, but... Get the crit. Interesting. You know what I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to go to Roserade and get up a T-Spike and then Giga Drain to take this thing out. Because he might click Acid Armor right now, which would make him harder to KO. Okay. Back to Mamo. I think I just Giga Drain this for a massive hit. You can one-shot me with an Ice move, but I'll take this straight off here. Because this is doing at least 80%. Yeah. Did like 95. He's got Ice Fang, which I might be able to take. No? Okay. GG's, GG's. Now you might be thinking, just go to Samurott and Aqua Jet it. Nah, dude. He's going to go right back to that Vaporeon. I can go Hariyama and burn my Fake Out, but I could also save it. And his starter Pokemon in the back is going to be Pupitar, because he picked Larvitar as his starter. I don't know if this guy has Ice Shard, though. I don't really want Guardy to take an Ice Shard. That's okay. It's still the best switch in here. I mean, Ice Shard wouldn't do that much anyway. Yeah, he does. Of course he has it. Mamoswine's the GOAT. Bro, that did almost half. What the heck? Okay. He might go Pupitar here, but I'm going to stay in and Magical Leaf it if that's the case. Pupitar, Vaporeon, and something else. I'm staying into Shockwave this guy too. Probably doesn't kill, but that's okay. Yeah. Just goes Aqua Ring though. There's not much you can do in this situation. I'm going to switch it up and go for a D-Gleam instead, because In case he has another ground type to absorb a shockwave. There's no point. He's got a quick attack. Good for you, buddy. We're obviously going to be able to win this fight, but it was a little sketch, man. I don't know what's up with that toucannon. Maybe... Wait, why am I gaining experience points, by the way? I just noticed that. Pupitar is 4x weak to grass, so I'm just going to go for this, but it doesn't really matter if it one-shots or not. We got him at this point. I'm really confused because I went all day yesterday with 40 being the level cap. The whole second half of the episode, I wasn't gaining any experience points. So it... Oh, he's got a fracture too. That's actually kind of fire. So there must have been a... Not a hidden mechanic, but... The Pokemon Mansion, clearing that side quest must have increased it from 40. So maybe it is now 45, and that's why... That would make sense why the Fall Shore City gym badge said 45. Interesting. How do you keep doing it, dude? Because my team is way better than yours, Ace. That's how. It's pretty simple. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out. No matter how much I train, it's like you're always 2 steps ahead. That's right. Dude, Ace. Ah, Professor. We haven't seen this guy in a long time. Huff, huff. Bro was just running all the way here. Good thing I was able to catch up to you two. Old man Log. Geez, I'm surprised you can still run that fast at your age. How rude, Ace. I came all the way out here with something for you, you know? Well, I suppose it can't be helped, like I was like that myself in my youth, to be told. Oh, those were the days, back when Arthur and I were trainers. We were quite the fierce rivals. So fierce our spars could last for days without stopping. I really don't have time for your trip down memory lane, old man. Are you gonna give us what you brought along, or not? Dude, this is for you. If you're gonna keep at the gym challenge, you'll need this to cross the sea. Oh, we finally get surf. Okay. Unexpected to start the episode today. I didn't know that was gonna happen, but that's very good. And while your attitude certainly needs an adjustment, Ace, you may have one as well. Surf, huh? Yeah, this will be useful. I figured out the shadows had something to do with my parents' disappearance, and I managed to track them to the ruins of Void. Once I get directions, I'll surf there and find out what happened to them once and for all. So thanks, I guess. The shadows, you say? Oh yes, that reminds me what I came here for. Dude, Arthur has filled me in on your recent escapades. First, let me congratulate you on rescuing Zapdos. But of course, I never doubted you for a moment, dude. Ho ho ho. Anyway, if you're looking to head in the same direction as the shadows, there's an old colleague of mine living in Dehara City, who is a fastidious researcher of the ruins of Void. I've been told that Jax went ahead to look for him. Of course Jax did. If needed, he can provide you with the surfing directions. Some old guy in Dehara City knows the way to the ruins of Void. Guess that takes care of where I'll be heading next. Thanks, Log, for saying something worth listening to for one. Yo, Ace is kind of a jackass though, low-key. Catch you later, dude. Next time I swear I'll close that gap between us for sure. I mean, you said that every time I beat your ass, man. When are you actually going to get a Tyranitar? I don't know. Until then, you ain't much of a challenge, Ace. We'll see you, buddy. Sigh, looks like his journey with Pokemon hasn't mellowed him out at all. Well, good luck, dude. I'll be praying for your success. I appreciate you, Professor Log. We'll be seeing you, man. Where's this hidden item? Right there. Oh, it's another Max Repel. Let me go ahead and actually heal up. I'm just right outside the city here, but if I can grow levels again, which obviously we can't. Gardevoir just hit 41. I was not expecting that either. Getting Surf at the very start of the episode was an unexpected surprise, but we'll take it. And, yeah, actually being able to grow levels is really good, but, it makes sense. I'm not gonna lie, I was very confused yesterday being capped at 40. After the previous episode, the 4th gym leader said 45. But again, he did say that, you know, level 45 would be where they stop obeying. And I figured that was gonna correlate to the, let me see if I can find a Deerling. I figured that was gonna correlate to the level cap, but again, there's no indication that those go hand in hand. Okay. Let's try to get a few encounters here. Now, the reason I'm looking for a Deerling we need to find the green one in the summer form. Is because the way you change natures in this game is there's an NPC over in Telltown, a scientist guy inside of one of the houses, and he gives you a side quest where he wants to see all 4 of the seasonal forms of Sawsbuck, Deerling's evolution. And I only have 2 of the 4 right now, but I know up by Blizzard City you can catch the winter form right in the snowy area. Obviously, that makes sense. But the 4th and final form, the summer one, was locked behind Route 12 here, which we couldn't access earlier. So I won't be able to actually change natures today because I'm going to have to evolve these Deerling. Let's just go ahead and fight this guy. I'll find one later. Because I'm not going to spend time grinding levels in the Deerlings to evolve them into Sawsbuck. I'll do that in between episodes, but what that'll allow me to do is when I come back for the very start of next episode, I'm going to have both Sawsbucks on me, the winter and summer form. And we will start off next episode by heading back to Telltown and showing the scientists these Sawsbuck, and then we'll be able to change natures. Finally going to have Adamant Gabite. And also, Roserade is really bad being a relaxed nature. I gotta switch that to Timid. Why did that attack? Why did that do so much damage, by the way? That was kind of sus. Damn it, I missed the dual chop. We really need to find Dragon Claw as well. Dual chop is so bad. I mean, it's perfectly accurate after a single Home Claw's accuracy boost, but just having to set up on pointless fights like this is kind of annoying. Okay. That's not bad. Let me give Gabite some milk here. Now, of course, we won't be able to evolve into Garchomp till 48, but and I highly doubt that's gonna happen. Oh, another cutscene. Hold on. Hold that thought. Sigh. Now, what am I supposed to do? I have nothing to show Zeph and Ivory. Wait, this is like the very start of the game. There was a cutscene where Hoopa washed ashore in a Pokeball. I wonder if Marlon was actually the person in that cutscene. He obviously wasn't dressed like this, but interesting. That would maybe make sense. The goal is no longer reachable without Zapdos. Should we abandon our cause? Truthfully, I've been having doubts about the lengths we've gone to. I think it's time I returned back home to my children. Huh? That was like a hologram? It wasn't even real? Incredible. Such a marvel of modern technology. To think that such a feat was even possible. Oh, Marlon, you have done so well, up until that last blunder. But do not fret, for I can take care of the rest from here. Who is this? In the meantime, I think you will have all the time in the world for reflection and regret. Hold on, though. I'm so confused with the story now. It's really, really good, but it's... Well, I mean, it's just confusing because this is the first time I've ever played through this game, but... Who the heck was that, and why was Marlon not even real? I got a lot more questions than I do answers at this point. If you notice a heart symbol, that means started bonding. Okay, happiness. We have to read all these trainer tip signs. That's another side quest. But more often than not, they tell you something you already know. There's something in these flowers here. Revive. Okay. Let's fight this hiker guy and keep looking for... Oh, I'm actually right next to a hidden grotto. There's one like right behind me. We'll go do that in a sec. A little max raid action. You already know. I like to do those whenever I find them, mainly for the rewards you get for them. I'm gonna set up a Home Claws, by the way, because this guy has 3 Pokemon. But, I mean, at this point, my team is set in stone. As of right now, I plan on going through the whole game with this team here, but that could change, obviously. But I wouldn't be surprised if this squad goes the rest of the way, because I kind of like it. So, the raid den there against the Dynamax Pokemon, I'm going to do it just more so for the rewards than anything. I don't really care what the Pokemon is to catch it. But, yeah. And they're usually pretty quick, too. At least I've only ever seen, like, 1-star and 2-star raids. You know, maybe a 4 or 5-star might take a little longer. But at this point in the game, that's probably like a 2-star, maybe a 3-star. Which would be our first 3-star, but we'll see. Okay, thankfully these Gravelers do not have sturdy. That would just take an extra turn for no reason. And Boldore, this thing could also have it. Okay. Yeah, it did. Just use something that has contact moves so you die to rough skin. That would be great. Perfect. Save me an extra turn. Alright, not bad, not bad. I have a feeling the level cap is 45 now. That would just make too much sense for it not to be. So hopefully I can get there by the gym, but we'll fight the gym under leveled. Don't matter. Our team is too shized. Alright, what do we got in here? It is a 3-star, our first one, and it's a Mienfoo. Well, I mean, the Charizard would be dope, but it's not the lead Pokemon. It's just Fungus. So I'll take this Gastrodon lead here. And against Mienfoo, we'll just go Guardy. Doesn't matter what else I bring. Gardevoir will destroy this thing. Alright, bet. Mienfoo is actually a cool Pokemon, though, and Mienshao. I'm gonna go ahead and catch this thing. But, I mean, Hariyama is better. But I've always thought Mienshao was a really cool Pokemon. I know a lot of people... Wait, what is this? Dynamax energy gathered around... Oh, I can finally Dynamax. How? I hit start. Okay. Oh, I gotta pick the move first. Let's go ahead and rip a Max Starfall. Why not? The first couple raid dens I've done, you can't Dynamax in. But you can now. Interesting. I just kind of wanted to see what the move animation would look like. That's pretty fire. But I know for the most part, Mienshao is kind of like a random Pokemon, right? It gets overshadowed by Conkeldurr and Unova. Rightfully so, but... I don't know, I've always thought Mienshao was kind of a cool Pokemon. Alright, he puts up his shields. Hidden power, yeah, I was gonna say you got hidden power to hit this thing, it does. Either Psychic, Fairy, Flying, something like that. Not bad, not bad. Of course, Dynamax Pokemon get to, you know, attack multiple times in a row. It's unfortunate Gastrodon doesn't have a priority move here, because if he could have broke that shield, we would have just OHKO'd Mienfoo from here. But actually, Gastrodon should... Yeah, he'll still finish it off. What am I saying? Go ahead and U-turn all you want, bro. Ain't gonna matter. You ain't going nowhere, buddy. We're catching you in a Pokeball here. Assuming I still have... I haven't even looked in the bag in like 3 episodes now. Now that I have the team finalized. I have a bunch of Pokeballs. I feel like these Dust Balls are pretty good for a raid den. I think it counts as a cave. Let's just go for that. Again, unless this thing has like flawless IVs, I'm not going to use it over Hariyama. Did I ever start a recording? Yeah, I did. Okay. That would have been funny if I forgot again. Sometimes I'd be doing that. I forget to click the recording button in OBS, and then I have to use like the Twitch VOD after the fact as the footage. Okay, we get a... That's the first Lumberry we've actually had this whole playthrough. That's really clutch. Koba Berries, okay. What about... I'm trying to see if I can get like Z Crystals from this. Kelpsy Berries is funny because I already bought a bunch of those to reset my EVs. Rare candies. See, here we go, man. This is why you got to be doing these. That was goated right there. But I think, yeah, I think Gabite needs another milk after this battle with all those Gravelers. Fallshore City was pretty cool because there was a little, like, farmer's market where you could buy not only a bunch of these Moo Moo milks here, I bought like 100 of them, but also you can buy all the berries to reduce your EVs back to nothing. And that was cool because then I went back to Dresco Town in between episodes and I properly EV trained my team. Throwing like 252 on everybody, you know, for their attacking stats and whatnot. So it was way better than, you know, in a normal Pokemon playthrough, you always get, you know, 60 to 100 EVs in a spot where you don't want them. So you're just wasting potential. We finally learned a new move at 41, but it's just Dig. I mean, unless Dig got buffed to 100 base power. Nah, it's still 80. I'd rather just have Bulldoze. I mean, Bulldoze is a hell of a lot weaker at 60 compared to 80, but The 2-turn attack from Dig is a little annoying. And the secondary effect of Bulldoze, drop in speed, is actually kind of cool. Here's like another Link Stone. This is like the 4th one we found in the playthrough. I could have an army of Gengars and Alakazams if I wanted to. Rockruff is kind of fire. That's also a really cool Pokemon, but we don't need that. Out of the 3 different forms of Lycanroc, my favorite is the, what's it called? I always forget the names of them. There's like it's Midday, I think is the name of it. That's my favorite form. I call it the OG one, the Midday. But, you know, originally when Gen 7 came out, there was only Midday and Midnight. And then with the sequels, they invented the 3rd one, which I think was called Dusk form. Now, Dusk is arguably the best because it has the best ability of the 3, but the one that I like has arguably the worst ability of the 3, Sand Rush, you know, getting faster in the sand, but it's already super fast. What exactly is this, Hoopa? That would be someone's bag. I mean, what kind of a question is that? I asked you to summon another Zapdos to make up for Marlin's failure, and you bring me this? Pathetic. This does not even resemble Zapdos. Such a useless creature. It does nothing but cower inside that old bag. Hoopa, I know it's difficult for you, but get it right this time. Summon forth a Zapdos. I do not care where you must summon it from, even if you have to expend every last ounce of energy to summon one from another region. Just bring me a Zapdos. Understood? Damn, bro. Treat that thing with a little respect, and maybe it will. Actually, it actually worked. That is more like it. Much better, Hoopa. These guys in their Master Balls, man, this is not fair. Okay, well now they have all 3 of the legendary Cantonian birds, so they are ready to release Hoopa back to its unbound form. Things are about to get shicey. Hello? Have we connected? It is I, the grunt you met with earlier. I have just secured the final necessary Pokemon. I still don't even know who this person is here. I will be moving on to the Ruins of Void momentarily. Yes, of course. So then, just as promised, I will be assuming command of the branch. Certainly. As long as Hoopa is relatively unharmed, you may discover whatever you like. Not to worry, the disposal of the Shadow Warriors will be quick and clean one. There will be no trace. Understood. We will speak later when I report my progress. Okay. Now I'm figuring it out. Now then, we have no more time to waste. With Zapdos in my hands, Zeph finally has the last piece needed to perform the unbinding. Now, open up a portal to the Ruins of Void, Hoopa. You surely still have energy left to do that, even after summoning such a powerful Pokemon. Of course, once you have regained all your power, exhaustion will no longer be an issue. Recover your strength, and then transport yourself over too. You will find me by my cube signal, and as a reminder, remain inconspicuous. Zeph still has a loyal following who may prove problematic. He must not know, it would ruin everything. I am placing my faith in you this one last time, Hoopa, so do not, He didn't even get to finish his sentence. Hoopa's like, alright man, stop yapping, and just throws him through the portal. Okay, now I'm remembering that whoever this character is was from the intro cutscene at the very beginning of the game. It was kind of like, you know, sad and hopeless on the beach there, and then Hoopa washed up on shore in the Pokeball. So that's why this guy can command Hoopa. Actually, I don't even know if that's a male or female character, but based on the red text, actually, I think it's a female. If that was red text. I don't even know what I was just reading there, but that's who that character was. Okay. We'll have to pay attention to the text color. Did that just go down right here? No shot, right? Hey, bro. Did you just see all that sketchy business right there? Alright, we'll fight this fisherman. Yeah. What the heck? There's a Pokemon in the bag. It doesn't seem like it wants to come out right now. Interesting. That actually just went down right there. Okay, we find a random pearl. That's cool. For the fishermen's, we'll just go ahead and throw Roserade out here in front. The ocean off the coast is really deep. Cool story, bro. But that makes sense. And it took me a while to figure out too, but all the female characters in this game have red text. And the male characters have either black or blue text. So that's how you can know, because a lot of them are wearing costumes, so it's hard to figure out if, especially for all the shadows, the evil team. So sometimes it's hard to figure out, you know, which voice to do if they're male or female, but... Alright, what else this guy got here? A horsey. Yeah, we'll just Giga Drain everything. Easy money. I want to go into town here, though, and check out... Dehara City looks like it's going to be the biggest city on the map. Again, I've mentioned that a couple times, I know, but whatever. And, I'm really curious to check out, you know, we might spend a lot of time in the city here. Because I got to talk to every single NPC, man. You never know who's going to give you a good hold items. But hopefully we can do the gym today. It's only been like a half hour on the recording, so it's definitely possible. That's my goal, but again, we'll see what other side quests pop up and slow me down. Alright. And a Welmer in the back. I do really need to find and catch this deerling here on the route before I leave it, but I could always do it at the end of the episode as well. It's not really a big deal. Gardevoir's trying to learn in prison. No, thank you. It's not a very good attack. Because it doesn't do any damage. All it stops is your opponent from clicking a move if you have it on your moveset as well. So you control people with like Trick Room, right? You can imprison the Trick Room so that they can't set it up, stuff like that. But what, I would just imprison someone from using the Dazzling Gleam. Like, it's not really that important. Alright, we'll suck the life out of this shark here. Easy money for the Oko. And barring a Gyarados or something in the back, we'll just take out the next one with Giga Drain too. Just a Krabby Patty. We're good to go. Krabby's definitely one of my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon of all time, but I just never use it because it's just a horrible Pokemon. But Krabby and Kingler, design-wise, money. Just garbage HP, special defense, speed. Horrible stats across the board. It's only good in physical attack and physical defense. And therefore I never end up using a Krabby on my team. My psychic powers foretell my victory. Yeah, well, my poison type here that I have in the lead has a different idea in mind. I'm gonna set up a T-Spike and just destroy everything with Venoshock. I should just switch out, actually. I forgot to do that. Let's go out to Samurott and just click Night Slash 4 times before I get the job done. Future Sight, don't care. Completely immune to it. Alright. Oh, by the way, too, while we're mindlessly clicking Night Slash here 3 more times, I'll go ahead and plug, in case someone sees this in the next couple days, while, you know, I'm gonna get it up on YouTube later today, but if you do see it, my plan for this upcoming weekend, at the time of recording this, today is like Wednesday, August 20th. But at the time of recording this, my plan this upcoming weekend is to stream... Wait, what? Okay, I thought I was actually going to take damage on that. Is to stream like my first ever attempt at a Nuzlocke. I've never done one before. Of course, I've watched countless people play Nuzlocks over the years. And I've always thought they were really cool, but I didn't know what game to try it on. And I'm going to attempt to play and stream this weekend Fire Red Omega, which is like one of Drayano's, you know, first ever hacks. And so I don't know much about the game. The only thing I know is that all the gym leaders have 6 Pokemon. Apart from that, I don't know anything about it. I think it's just like a vanilla Kanto experience. It's just an increased difficulty with the fact that all gym leaders have 6 Pokemon. I could be wrong. I haven't looked up, you know, I haven't looked up that much about the game, but that's what's gonna go down this weekend, and along with some more Emerald Rogue too. We gotta get revenge on Candace again. But bro, we're going to war this weekend against Candace. It's gotta happen, man. I'm currently in a best of 5 set against Candace. And that's actually not a bad item. And she's already beat me 2 out of the first 3 games, right? So in a best of 5 set, I have to win both of the last 2. I got to win game 4 and I got to win game 5. So if she gets one more on me, it's actually over. And that ain't going to happen. So we actually saw Candace in this game, and that was my 1 win against her. But she's beat me in back-to-back Emerald Rogue streams. She actually ended the run. I can't even get to the damn Elite Four because I can't get past Candace on my way there. So that's where she's got me twice. But then I got her in this game here because she makes a cameo appearance up in Blizzard City. I can't find a Deerling, by the way. This is annoying. But not important because I can always catch one after the episode. I just wanted to showcase that it was here on the route. Let's do one more encounter. But this looks like I might be towards the end of it. Alright. Maybe I'll try at the end of the episode, but it's going to take too long to find not only this Deerling, but I still got to find the one up by Blizzard City. That's a fire-type trainer. He almost sniped me. Let's put Gabite back in front for the bulldozes. What's up, bro? It's getting hotter out here. Okay, cool. Go find some shade. Get some water, you know? We don't even need to set up a home clause here. Oh yeah, so let me talk about game 4 and game 5 versus Candace, how that's going to go down. So next time I play Emerald Rogue, which again is probably going to be this weekend, that is where we'll see Candace for game 4. And then I'm going to tie it up at 2 games apiece, right? Obviously. And then it's going to be a little bit of time before we get to game 5 because I have to finish this playthrough first in its entirety before I start my next casual Pokemon playthrough, which is going to be, well, I don't know yet for sure, but my plan as of now is to do Renegade Platinum. I feel like that's another, like, harder version of Sinnoh. Bro, what is with all these cutscenes? Oh, wait, that's like, isn't that right here? Yeah. Okay, let's follow after that Hoopa in a sec. I'm gonna go the other way then. I'll fight this chick. See if there's another item down here. This must be the way to Dehara City. I just know it. I think you're wrong. But you could be right, because you might know this region better than I do. I don't know nothing about Borrius, but I'm having a hell of a time on this journey through this region here. I ain't gonna lie, this game is really, really good. And if anybody's watching this, I highly recommend you download this game and play it for yourself. This is a lot of fun, man. It's got a cool story, obviously, but you know, totally custom region. It's been a lot of fun to play through this thing. All right, the Intimidate is annoying, and the fact that you're a fairy type, but just to show you that, you know, I'm better, we're gonna bulldoze this thing twice. But because of the Intimidate, obviously, it ain't gonna anywhere near an Oko. That's gonna hurt, but I got that Eviolite on me, and you are just a snubble, so. Didn't know Spirit Break would activate Rough Skin. Interesting. I'm gonna have to keep that in the back of my mind for Wi-Fi battles, and you know, using a Grim Snarl, trying to Spirit Break a Garchomp. Okay. Let's contact. Oh yeah, I'm not going that way. I mean, we might as well, but... Oh, I'm glad I did. I thought this was just going to loop right back to the beach. But it's actually a TM. Imagine if this is something good. Every TM I've picked up in this game has been pretty worthless. There's a rock climb thing, too. Although, like, the only cool TM we ever found was on the very first episode. We found a, Home Claws. That's why I have Home Claws on Gabite here. I'm about to just spray a Repel. There's a Zygarde Cell too. Because for some reason I can't get this deer to show up. Okay, put us back to the beginning of the route. Alright. Let's go ahead and just use the Repel and just get right into Dehara City here. I think I'm just going to catch the Deerling offline, but... Because I've already explained where to find him. I like how I sprayed a Repel and then didn't even walk through any grass. So yeah, again, if you're playing this game for yourself, there was a Deerling on Route 10 There was one on Route 6, maybe. Those are the two that I have. And then Route 8 next to Blizzard City. And then this one, Route 12. It might actually be 6, 8, 10, 12. Actually, those 4 even numbers. Alright, let's jump into the city here. I could have sworn that Pokemon from the legends float through here just now. Indeed it did, buddy. You're not wrong. Alright, we've made it to Dehara City. Not bad, not bad. This is a cool little, like, Southern California, some San Diego type vibes right here. Alright. Trainer tip sign. What do we got? There's no limit how many times you can use items such as protein and carbos on your Pokemon. Oh, that's cool. You can buy the item at bulk in Dehara department store. That is a good point. We've never seen this game's, like, main supermarket, you know, like a Goldenrod City or Celadon City type supermarket. So that would make sense that it's in this game. Let me heal up while I'm here. And let's talk to everybody in the Pokemon Center. It might be a hot minute to talk to all the NPCs in town, because again, this should be the biggest town in the city. But I want to try to find the gym and see if I can just go do it. Have you tried this kind of Pokeball? 5 luxury balls. Well, thank you. I have tried them before. They're just kind of whatever. My Pokemon are very friendly with me, and this is the reason for it. Ta-da, because I caught them with a luxury ball. Cool. Hey, you want me to place one of your Pokemon in one of your luxury balls? Nah, I'm good. As long as you have luxury balls in your cube, I can replace your Pokemon's ball whenever you like. That actually is a cool feature. And, something they had in Pokemon Gaia, which I really liked, and I changed my whole party to be in Great Balls in that game. By the way, in the future, I'm going to replay that game and get it up on YouTube as well. Another very good game, Pokemon Gaia. Battling Pokemon stronger than you gives you more experience points. Battling using Pokemon that could have evolved but didn't gives you even more. That's kind of whatever. Now, old Galavan. That guy's clearly the best gym leader, no doubt. We're about to make easy work of that. Why? Because he's handsome and strong, and he's a genius at machines. What? Come on, you can't have a guy... You can't... Oh, can't a guy have favorites or something? Okay. That character still has question marks. So we don't know the name of that NPC, but they're in like every Pokemon Center talking about gym leaders. It's kind of weird. I just can't stop shopping. There's such a variety at the Dehara department store. We'll check that out later. Is that the gym? It looks kind of funny. Oh, geez. I blew all my money at the game corner. Oh, okay. It's the, this game's game corner. I got you. Looks like I won't be needing this anymore. Conveniently, the coin case is located right outside. What can I buy here, though, in terms of TMs? There's actually a hidden item in here. It's in the statue, but I can't... Oh, no, it's not. It's just to the right, 15 coins. Oh, there's just gonna be coins everywhere in here. Okay, whatever. Let me see what the rewards are. Damn, you can just straight up buy 5,000 for 500k. Again, you have access to unlimited money in this game if you just go train in the Dresco house. Jeez, I need to clear my throat, but it would be too loud on the mic. I can exchange your coins for prizes. What do you want? Yeah. Let me see your TM list. Echo, Voice, Reflect, Light Screen, Swagger, Secret Power, Double Team, Willow, Sleep Talk, Swords Dance for Garchomp. That's actually not bad. What about Pokemon? That's kind of cool. Of course, they got the classic Porygon for 9999. All right, whatever. I'm kind of curious about held items, though. Please tell me you got something good. Oh, Expert Belt. Lefty's Life Orb. Okay, here we go. Ability Pill. Weakness Policy's ass for 10k. Lefty's Air Balloon, Life Orb, and Ability Pill. Okay. I'm in between today and tomorrow, or I guess for the YouTube playlist, in between parts 11, which is this, and part 12. I might go grind a bunch of cash at the Dresco training house, and I might come back and buy some of this. That's not bad. Oh, we got a side quest. Who's this guy? My mother always told me to get a job I'd love, but work requires effort, so I became a gambler. Not great advice. Sometimes I win and make money. Other times I become indebted to the Black Ferrothorn. I want to quit, but I'm the best, and this guy says I'm the best gambler. You can't really be... Anyway. I can't quit while I'm number one. Can you out-pop me in balloons? I mean, I guess. Let's say yes. You have some spirit. To beat my record, you'll need to collect at least 3,000 coins in a single day by playing Cloud Burst. Was this like a mini game inside of a Pokemon game? I would spot you some coins to play, but I still owe the Black Ferrothorn some money. Okay, well, we'll do this at some point, but I'm not going to do it right now. Let me just grab these coins. This is kind of annoying because the item finder's going off like crazy here. Everyone's just dropping coins all over the ground. I often skip school to come pop balloons. It's just addicting, you know? It's fun. I get so many coins at the same time. Alright. I was going to say I don't want to read all this, but you never know who's going to give you a held item, so I'm going to do it anyway. This silly machine decided to lag when I turned on my BGM. Maybe I'll play the old slots instead. What? You want to play? Thanks, buddy. Oh. I was one tile off. I got confused right there. There's still more coins on the ground. Wait. I just now noticed I see Jax in the top right corner. I didn't even notice bro was sitting there the whole time. I've heard some regions have games just like this one, but I also heard that instead of there being a goal in those regions, you're just supposed to fly around an empty map. Who needs that? That's so boring. I'd rather pop balloons any day. Good for you. Hey, what are you throwing me off? Here's some coins. Shoo shoo. Oh, this bro hooked it up with a hundo. Not bad. Alright, we'll save Jax for last. What's up? Want some coins? Sure. Thank you. A friend of mine nabbed a ton of coins playing one of those old slot machines. Why mess with a good thing? I'll try the same spot too. It's actually a good strategy. What's up, Jax? Dude, you made it. Sorry I didn't see you. I was killing time on these machines. This Cloudburst game's really addictive, and I guess I just tuned out. In the process, though, I actually earned enough coins to buy not one, but 2 ability capsules. I'll take one of those off your hands, buddy. Have you heard of them? No, I haven't. Please give me one so I can test it out and see what it does. If a Pokemon has 2 possible abilities, the capsules change one into the other. That's it? Oh, okay. I thought he was just turned around and he wasn't going to say anything else. But Cloudburst can wait. Let's take this somewhere outside where it's a bit less noisy. That's a very good idea. That music was going ham in my ear. Alright, I guess this'll do. Okay, listen up. While I was waiting for you... Jax, by the way, you're blocking the door, bro. Get the hell out the way so other people can come in and out. This guy's a jackass just like Ace. Both these characters are kind of weird dudes. While I was waiting for you, I saw a bunch of shadow grunts heading west towards the ruins of Void. According to Grandpa, the only reason for them to go there is if they've gotten everything they needed to perform the unbinding. You know, the ritual needed to release the dark force. But it shouldn't be possible without Zapdos. That's why Grandpa thinks they're going to try the unbinding anyway, and hope the incomplete ritual is enough for their purposes. This is our chance to head over there too, and steal back Articuno and Moltres. It's perfect. They'll be the only ones at the ruins, so we won't have to worry about them turning innocent people into those monsters. Aight. I'm still waiting for my free ability capsule, but go on, what else you gotta say, Jax? But before we do that, first things first, you ought to get Dehara City's gym badge. Perfect. You'll need it in order to surf to the Ruins of Void with me, after all, since there's no way to get there on foot. Alright, I'm headed home to prepare my Pokemon. In the meantime, you go get that badge. That's the plan, Chief. I shouldn't have talked to Jax. I should have just got the badge first. Don't tell me we're gonna teleport all the way there. Dude, look out! And then he just jumps in the portal after me. Where the heck did they just take me right now? Dude, are you alright? What happened? All of a sudden a strange ring appeared and got sucked here. I was afraid of losing you, so I tried jumping in after you. Where are we anyway? Wait, is this the Ruins of Void? Bro, why are you asking me like I've been here before or something, you know? It has to be. Look, those are shadow grunts at the top of the stairs. Understood. This is where you must make your stand. For the sake of the unbinding, those two must not be allowed up here. Demonstrate to them the power of the Light of Ruin. Light of Ruin is in capital letters. Is this like another evil team that's breaking off from the shadows, and then whoever this is like starting their own faction within the shadows? Interesting. Yes, sir. You can come at me, bro. You guys want to throw her down in a double battle? Let's get it. I can't hear them from here, but whatever they're saying, it can't be good. Staraptor, take out those shadows. I guess we don't have to battle. Staraptor took him out. Wait, what? Now the stairs are gone and we have to go through the tunnel. Of course. Staraptor, no! That blast, it destroyed the staircase. And Staraptor was... Bro's hella sad. Gugh. Sorry, I'm finding it hard to stay focused. This guy's a total scrub, just like Ace. Wait, that blast just uncovered an entrance into the ruins. How convenient! You should go in there and find a way to the top. I only brought Staraptor with me, so I can't get... Okay. Bro only had one Pokemon on his belt instead of a full 6-pack. This guy's an idiot. I'll stay here and heal your Pokemon if you want. And please, find Staraptor for me. That blast must have hurt it really badly. When you find it, shout down to me. Man, I'm going to go to the top of that cliff and I'm going to roll a big-ass boulder off the top. And it's going to roll down the mountain and hit your ass into the water. That's what I'm going to do. Now heal me up, man. Quit playing, Jax. I can't believe this guy shows up with just one Pokemon. What a scrub, dude. Alright, who do I got in the lead? Just goodbye. Nah, that's fine. Let's go for it. Huh? Oh. I can just return to Dehara City. Well, why wouldn't I do that and just go get the badge first? Plus, I want to talk to all the NPCs in town. I should have saved because I might not be able to get back here. Okay. We can't get back here. This is the same people that were in here? Oh, right. I was thinking of a different Pokemon Center. Okay, so we can just go right back. Nice. Definitely should have saved before teleporting, but I would rather just get the badge first and go ahead and sequence break the story. Although, it's not really because that Abra was there for a reason. Yeah, I kind of want to get the badge today. We'll deal with that next time. The history books say the ancient king of Borrius had his castle built in this very spot. That makes sense. His tomb is nearby in the great desert, after all. Okay. What is this random house like just right in the middle of town? You must be relevant to the story. Oh, who might you be? I'm Dude, aka the future champion of Borrius. Who are you, old man? Dude. Am I correct in assuming you're looking for Ace? Not really. He came by here a little while ago asking for an easy and quick way to get to the ruins of Void. Well, I just hooked him up with an Abra there in the Pokemon Center. I'll tell you exactly what I told him. The only way I'm aware of is by taking a boat or by surfing down Route 14. Little do you know there's actually another way, Chief. This guy with the very, very large beanie over here. Whoa, dude! That's actually kind of funny because Dude is not in the capital D, so regardless of what I name my character, he would still say that. I just find that funny. If a Pokemon uses the move Surf, it can catch a wave. Gnarly swells, bro. And if a Fire-type Pokemon goes to the volcano, it can ride on lava. Wait, actually? But would it have to be a Fire-type that can learn Surf? Or just any Fire-type can... I have Arcanine. You trying to tell me I could surf across hot lava on my Arcanine? Shit, I'm about to go test that out. Okay, should I do the gym first, or should I that's what I kind of want to do. I don't really care about the shadows and they can wait. What's his face? Jax? His dumb ass can hang out there by himself and mull about his decision to only bring one Pokemon over there in his Staraptor. That's his problem. If he had a full squad with him, he can get out of that sticky situation, but that's on him, man. Gotta learn the hard way. Aren't you boiling in those clothes? Not really, I'm kind of chilling. What would compel you to wear that outfit by the desert? Wait, is that what that just said? What would compel you to wear that outfit by the desert? Doesn't really make sense. I mean, he's talking about my winter coat, but by the desert doesn't make sense. I should have said, like, wear it in the desert or something. Should we go run to the beach and kick this kid's sandcastle over? That'd be messed up. Alright, this is going to take a while to talk to everybody here, but a park at the edge of a desert city is so relaxing. Dehara City is just a wonderful oasis paradise. For show. There's doors on these houses down here. This house over here is known as the Double Battle House. Like the other trainer houses, the trainers inside can be battled as many times as you want. It's a great place for training up your Pokemon if you're thinking of taking on the gym. Nice. Looks like we can also train down here. Let's do it. Oh no. Whenever I play with sandcastles on Sundays and Wednesdays, they jump up and attack me. It's really scary. Oh wait, today is a Wednesday. That's actually kind of funny. Imagine if I would have not came to this beach till tomorrow. This wouldn't have even worked. Although, who cares? This is a trash Pokemon. Not interested. It does actually fade away into the sand too. I'm just kind of looking for items, so I can go get that one behind the rock in a sec. We'll see if this other little kid wants to battle. Or you. Whew! I am parched. I could really go for a soda pop right about now. Okay, we're gonna have to go to the department store and probably buy one. Do you like my sandcastle? No. I worked really hard to make it. Okay. Well, let's send it back into the sand then. And then talk to her again and see what she has to say. Actually, instead of running away, we're going to destroy this one with a dual chop. Although it probably doesn't OHKO, because dual chop's ass. We dodge the hypnosis like a boss, and we're going to bulldoze this sand back under, back into the ground. It's basically like hitting it with an earthquake, and it all just crumbles and falls apart and goes right back down into the sand. Sorry, kid. You should have caught it with a Pokeball before it... Wah! My sandcastle is gone. Okay. I'm kind of an asshole for that, I'm not gonna lie. Let's go buy a soda pop and come back to that blonde-haired chick on the beach there. What's up, bro? This cave is known as Rift Cave. During my research, I discovered it has many similarities with Sinnoh's Turnback Cave. Okay. Could this mean it's somehow connected to the mysterious distortion world? Scheist. Where's this item at? Random Ultra Ball in the sand. Alright, we might check that out in a sec. I gotta... Dude, there's way too many houses in here. I gotta buy this soda pop before I forget. We haven't talked to this guy yet either. Galavan lowers the bridge to his gym while he's out traveling. He'll return eventually, you just need to be patient. Oh, he might not even be in the gym. That is a good point. Come to think of it, I haven't seen the gym either. Oh, unless you're talking about this. We probably have to do the side quest then before the gym. That's unfortunate, but this is still cool that we had to warp back out of here because I want to talk to all the NPCs in town first. I love the Dehara department store. I've been shopping here since it opened back in the day. Hello, welcome to the Dehara department store. The board on the wall describes the store layout. That's cool, we're just going to walk around and figure it out. My wife has insisted I bring her here ever since the store opened. Oh, that's the sign she just purchased something with my credit card. It's another 10 years of my life wasted. Bro just got a notification on his phone about a purchase. Hi, I'm a humble maid. My master has a big heart to match his big belly. So I'm looking for ingredients that'll make his heart jump for joy. Oh, that aroma, it smells so gourmet. Do you have a wonderful ingredient in your bag? That depends, what are you looking for? Would you consider selling it to me? We'll figure this out later. Well, that's okay. If you find a gourmet ingredient, please let me know. I'm not too sure what you mean by that, but alright. Some trainers on the higher floors will try to battle you. You should make sure you're stocked up with essential items from the vendors on this floor. Okay, potions and stuff. We can finally buy hyper potions. Currently I have Moo Moo Milks, which recover only 100, which is kind of perfect for this point in the game. But hypers do 200. Okay. And I can finally buy full heals after all this time, man. Let me just take a couple of them, because you really don't need that many full heals, but it's annoying not to have any. Because I always hate in my bag having to hold like Antidote, Paralyze, Burn, Ice, Awakening. That takes up like 7 spots in the bag, and then you're scrolling up and down way too much. Oops, bumped the wrong button on my controller. Alright, what do you be selling? I will buy a bunch of hyper potions later. I don't need them right now. That's something I'll do in between episodes. Like, I'll sell off all my Moo Moo Milk, and then I'll buy hyper potions instead. I'll do that in between this episode and the next one. Where do you think a sailor like me could get an item to make battles more hairy? You good, bruh? What are you talking about, man? No shot. Alright, Edmundo. Got him a choke. Easy money for Gabite. We'll set up a home clause and destroy this thing with a dual chop. After he takes a little rough skin chip and hitting me up. He's got dual chop himself. Nice. But you gonna take that thing twice then, man. I forgot Machoke actually gets dual chop. But I think we saw Machoke a couple episodes ago and the same thing happened. It did use dual chop against my Gabite. But it's such a irrelevant attack on a Machoke and even a Machamp, right, that you just forget he even gets that move. Because again, the move sucks. Machamp is way better with, you know, some kind of fighting move plus Stone Edge and then like the elemental punches. You don't need no dual chop, man. And dual chop is, even though it sucks, it's still my strongest attack at this point. It's the best way to hit Vaporeon. That's gonna KO me, unfortunately. You hate to see it when the ice move comes out, but it is what it is. We miss out on the experience points, but that's alright. Okay, so potentially everybody on this floor wants to fight. I gotta remember while I'm in here, though, to buy that damn soda for the chick on the beach. And then I'll check the rest of the houses, and then we'll probably teleport back with Abra and figure out, you know, go battle all these idiots and figure out what they're doing with Hoopa. Let's see, where are my potions? Up top, right? Oh, it's Moo Moo Milk. That's right. I was looking for, like, hyper potions, but I didn't buy them yet. What's up, boss? The store doesn't have anything to make my neck smooth, so I'm gonna take it out, my frustration on you. What? What the hell are you talking about, man? Your sweet Gyarados cut-off jacket. Alright, he's got a Looch, which is not a great matchup for me. I think I'm just going to go to Guardian, one-shot this thing with Dazzling Gleam. Hopefully I'm slower. Perfect. Not bad. And we dodged the paralysis, which is even better. Okay. What else you got, man? Get a couple levels. That's not bad. It's not bad. He's got an Umbreon. Perfect. That was one of the best things I could have seen with the Gardevoir out on the field. Not bad at all. Okay. About to hit 43 as well. There was a couple of little kids sitting on the couch over there. Maybe that's a double battle. Let's go check it out. Yay! A battle! Please be a double battle so I don't gotta do this individually. Perfect. Glameow and Shellos. Couple of baby Pokemon. What are you doing out here with these? Although Shellos is kind of annoying because of the water and potential ice moves. So let's go ahead and dual chop the Shellos and crunch it just to get rid of it. Glameow is also annoying because it does get Hypnosis, but I think we'll be alright here. Just don't miss the damn dual chop. Come on. Thank you. I was really hoping the game corner would have Dragon Claw. You hate to see it, but it is what it is. It'll be so much better once I finally have that. Alright, now Gabite doesn't matter what he goes for because Arcanine is faster and he's going to destroy this thing with a CC. Gabite won't even get to attack. Okay. Now let's talk to the vendors, see what the vendors got on this floor. And there's still a bunch more houses. Oh, okay, Evo Stones. Damn, 10k. By the way, if you're playing this game for yourself, don't ever buy these. Because you can just farm in the KBT Expressway by digging in the wall. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because money's not hard to come by, but... Hyper Beam! Giga Impact! Alright. Why is this guy speaking in caps lock. He's absolutely yelling at me for no reason. Like, I'm right here, bruh. Relax, kid. Alright, so there's more TMs here. On this floor, probably. Maybe, like, you know, flamethrower, ice beam, T-bolt, potentially for Gardevoir. I've been waiting for that. But we'll see. It could just be the dumb ones, like Hyper Beam and Giga Impact. Like bro was talking about. But let's see, let's see. It's kind of weird to have trainers in the superstore here. Instead of just, you know, just regular NPCs to talk to. I guess trainers are regular NPCs too, so that wasn't a good word for it, but like it's just weird to fight in the department store. I'll take it because I could grow the levels, of course, but like it makes navigating the store take a hell of a lot longer than it normally would. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, I still have like another half hour, like 45 minutes at most before I gotta cut off the recording. That sucks, like, because I do have enough time to do the gym, but it looks like it's closed until I do the other side quest. Yeah, we got Hyper Beam, Focus Blast, Explosion, and Giga Impact. Just all around terrible. I mean, Focus Blast isn't terrible, but it's really called Focus Miss, because even with 70% accuracy, it misses all the time. To counteract the efforts of Pokemon stat enhancers, I recommend purchasing berries such as Pomega Koala. Yeah, we already did that. You can get them from hidden grottos, but also just go buy them in Fallshore City. So you're going to be selling all these. Okay. That's not bad. And you probably got X items then, huh? Garbage. Okay. I'm here for Pokemon stat enhancers. They can be used to raise a Pokemon's EVs until they are maxed out. That is cool. Normally, games cut them off after 100, right? So vitamins give you like a plus 10, so you could essentially use 10 times 10. You can only use it like a protein 10 times to get 100 EVs. And the other 152, if you want to max it out at 252, you got to do by actually training. I'm a human vending machine. What do you mean by that sentence? That's kind of sus. If you put money in me, a drink will... From where? A drink will pop out of where, man? Alright, well... we got the soda pop. 60 points. You know, not good enough. I'm not buying more of them. Lemonade, I think, is probably just 80. Let's see, what do you be selling? Just a bunch of mail? Not interested. Oh, another trainer. I wasn't expecting that. I thought she was just going to say something. Alright, we'll take this soda back to the beach in a minute. And then there's still like another 5 or 6 houses we got to check out. This is going to be a hot minute. This thing does get Dazzling Gleam, but I'm going to stay in and just risk the dual chop anyway. Not quite a Oko though. Damn. Oh, just kidding. We get a crit. Not bad at all. Okay. And a Spoink. Easy money. What a weird Pokemon. I've never been a fan of Spoink, and I mean Grumpig's okay, but just kind of a weird Evo line in general. Spoink and Grumpig. Alright, and this is it. So let's go ahead and ride the elevator back down. See if there's maybe a basement floor. There's not. Okay. Alright. So let's go back up here. There was like 4 houses in a row. I guess... Let me check this first. There's no way I can get past, right? Yeah. Where do you think you're going? I'm just checking things out, man. Relax, buddy. You can't go explore the Great Desert dressed like that. If you want to get the proper eyewear, you'll have to be able... Or I won't be able to let you through. Okay. So we need to get the Go Goggles, probably. Let's check out these houses here. I'm sure one of these 4 is going to have a side quest somewhere. Let me tell you something, young feller. To the east of here is a vast desert. It is so amazing that it is simply called the Great Desert. Not bad. Words can't even begin to describe it. However, it's really difficult to traverse without the proper gear, so don't think you can just waltz out there without prepping first. Your outfit seems a little hot for the desert, but but it'll do you a good job of protecting your body. As for your eyes, I'd recommend getting yourself a good pair of Go goggles. Just talking about that. In fact, I'd actually be willing to give you mine if you can show me how strong you are by beating the gym. Okay, so there you go. We get the gym badge, we come back and talk to this guy, and then we can proceed out of here. I got you, I got you. There's a little kid with a blue bow in her hair over in the corner. What are you doing? My parents put me in the corner because I tried to go to Rift Cave. Sent your ass on a timeout over in the corner. That's funny. There are stories of people never returning from Rift Cave. They say that whole groups who have gone down there have never been seen again. Don't worry, ma'am. That's because they weren't strong trainers like me. I can handle myself. My daughter tried venturing into Rift Cave all by herself. She was very lucky that someone stopped her. If she had gone in there, I shudder every time I think of what could have happened. Alright, buddy. Okay, so we do have to come back and talk to the hiker after the badge. Good to know. Conveniently, it's the house, you know, right next to the exit. That makes sense. I tried traveling through the Great Desert to the east of town, but the sandstorm was so strong. I kept wiping sand in my face and I couldn't see anything. Jeez. Without go goggles to protect my eyes, it was impossible to go anywhere. I know some guy around here. Alright. Come on. He's right there in the house, man. We don't need to be reading all that. I just simply adore ores. Don't you have an adorable ore that shakes my core? Alright. This guy's kind of weird too. No, I don't even have any. My core won't change. I hope you sell it to me someday. Fish out. What are you doing staring at the bookcase here? Whatever, that's actually like a chest of drawers. Hey, check it out. I got a sweet deal for you. You know Pokemon like to hide behind stones or rocks, yeah? Sometimes they hide cool bones, too. If you find a rare bone somewhere, you should try to bring it to me. I'll make it worth your while. Damn, I actually think I had one of those at one point, and I sold it off. Honestly, probably just nets you kind of a whatever item. I wouldn't be surprised if that was something dumb. Hahoo! You have a Pokedex. Obviously, buddy. How many Pokemon have you found? Like 70 something? Just kidding. He's not talking about how many I've caught. You found 250 or more. Now we're talking. This is for you. Trash. Binding band to increase the duration of like Whirlpool and Wrap. For show. Pokemon holding a binding band can do more continuous damage with its trapping moves. But what's more important is this. Have you shown your Pokedex to a professor? Yes, I have. Okay. That house was kind of an L. Not gonna lie. There was a double battle house in town too. I don't know. You know, I'm not really probably gonna do that. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. How do I get me one of them things? Hold the phone. Monferno has something in its mouth. Okay. A Pachot berry. That's actually a good idea. Reduce the water attacks. Wait. Don't tell me this is about to be a house where you can get the Gen 4 starters like they gave me Samurott. Although I already have Arcanine. But Infernape is my favorite starter of all time. Let me see. I'm so exhausted, but you're in no state to help me with a full party of... Okay. That's exactly how you get the Gen 4 starters, I bet. Damn it, man. I did not know that, or I probably... Because just Infernape alone could replace both Hariyama and Arcanine. But I kind of already said that I'm committed to this squad here. Hiya! Okay, I tapped this chick on the shoulder and she turned around like this. She was ready to pull up. My grandmother has a business of teaching Pokemon to move in exchange for some yellow shards. Thunder Punch, okay. If you haven't had a chance to find any, let me help you out. And you just get 2 off rip. Okay, cool. You'll be able to shock you enemies when you learn her move. Now, I do want to get Thunder Punch on Hariyama over Ice Punch, although it's not the correct play. It's the play I'm going to make. For my many years as a Pokemon expert, I've gained the ability to teach the move Thunder Punch. However, if you wish for me to teach one of your Pokemon this move, it'll cost you 2 yellow shards. Well, conveniently, I just got 2 of them. Let's do it. With this being said, Guardy can also learn it too, but why, you know. This is not Gen 2. We're not learning Thunder Punch because it's now a physical attack. Having Ice Punch is better than having Thunder Punch. But I'm going to swap those back later at some point when I need to. I kind of want Thunder Punch for now. Mainly as a nod to Iron Hands, right? Hariyama's cousin from Gen 9. Being an electric fighting type. And I feel like the thunder coverage, the electric coverage is probably better for this stage of the game. Like, there's not going to be many dragon types and stuff yet where I need Ice Punch. I think I'd rather have Thunder Punch just for a little bit. You know, we could take the blue shards back to Blizzard City and get Ice Punch again whenever I want. So it's not a big deal. Alright, let's check this house. And then, what do we got here? This apartment is owned by an illustrious businessman in Seaport City. The apartment is in high demand, so I'm afraid you will not be able to rent it for yourself. Hold on. We got a side quest yesterday from some guy sleeping on a bench outside the Pokemon Center back in Epitome Town. This might relate to that. Oh, maybe we have to go talk to the guy in Seaport City, though. She said I can't rent it for myself, but if you treat your Pokemon nicely, they'll love you in return. Oh, let me see your Pokemon. It looks really happy. It must love you a lot. So give me the TM for return. Oh. I definitely thought that was going to go down right there. I'm pretty lucky for scoring this apartment. Everyone knows it's hard to score an apartment owned by that guy down in Seaport. Okay. Hey you, let me play with your Pokemon. No. But in Magnolia Town, I play so much with the Pokemon. They've all become super friendly. I don't care, buddy. You ain't playing with my Pokemon. You ain't powerful enough to handle the squad. Okay, finally we get another side quest. It's been a minute. I'm a balloon man. What do you mean by that? And I wish to see a balloon Pokemon. Well, I don't have a Drifloon. That guy seems kind of sus. I ain't gonna lie. The Dehara Beach used to be a popular tourist destination for many tourists from East Borrius, but their attendance has dwindled recently ever since Pokemon known as Pyukumuku began to wash ashore. They're spiky and cause injuries to the tourists who step on them. I'm in dire need of a trainer to throw them back in the ocean. So what do you say? Think you got what it takes to be a Pyukumuku chucker? Of course. Let's do it. How many? Throw them all back into the ocean. Get every last Pyukumuku on the beach, diving right back to the sea. Let's see. And he said the sea and then let's see. I can still see 6 Pyukumuku. How can you... Bro... From here, even if you looked out the window right there above the kitchen sink, the beach is so far to the northwest. Like, all you can see from here is just the cave. You're trolling. You cannot see the beach from here. All right. 6 Pyukumuku. Let's see if we can find them. Little mini game side quest. Might get a good item out of this. I'm definitely gonna do this right now. But look, man, right behind this guy's house was just that cave. Literally, that line of sight from the kitchen window went right to this cave. Bro's trying to say he can see the Pyukumuku on the beach that are like... Okay, never mind. He does actually have LOS to the beach. I thought the beach was more to the northwest. Whew. I am parched. Well, luckily for you, I got a Dr. Pepper for you. I could really go for a soda pop right about now. Hey, that's a soda pop I can sense in your cube. Kind of sus that you're sniffing my cube, but okay. Yeah, here you go. That was sweet. Thanks a whole bunch, trainer. Here, you can have this. Not bad. And this is why you do good deeds for people. We get the expert belt. Give the expert belt to a Pokemon and all its super effective attacks will deal more damage. Sweet, yeah? It is. Alright. Where are these dumbass sea cucumbers at? Figured I'd have seen one of them by now. Ah. Pick that thing up and sling it back out in the ocean. See ya. Oh, I forgot to grab that item, by the way. It's... Okay, all 6 of them probably aren't visible at one time. You gotta do them one by one. You already know they're gonna be hiding one behind the umbrella somewhere. Oh, it's only 2. I'm gonna do this to see if I collide with one that I can't see. Alright, there's 3 out of 6. What? Okay. I'll grab that item if I remember after I get done with this. Alright, there's number 5. That was really easy. Okay, I figured they would have hit the last one better, but whatever. That's definitely all 6. Alright, bet. Thankfully that was quick, or I would have got distracted and forgot this again for the second time. Oh, that's a rare candy. Not bad. I got like 5 or 6 rare candies at this point now. Mainly because we just got 2 of them out of that raid den from a little bit ago. Let's go back and claim this prize here. See what this is. Expert belt was not bad though. And I think that's everything in town apart from the 2 houses kind of in the top left corner. This is not the right house. No. That's the little girl in the timeout. Oh yeah, why'd I go to the bottom right? It was definitely this top left one. I'm kind of trolling. Okay. Yeah, apart from those, like the double battle house, and there was one right next to it. But again, I don't really want to do the double battle thing, because... I mean, I probably should, but I want to do something noteworthy in this episode today. Good job, you've gotten every last Pukamuku that was stranded on the beach back into the sea. You're a real good worker, you know? You have a real knack for Pukamuku chucking. Now they are safe back where they should be, and the beach is safe for tourists. And I've got your reward ready for you right here. Take it, you've earned it. That was not worth it. Just the power band, like not even... That was just for one specific stat. Okay, well... I mean, that's cool, I guess, but... It cuts your EV training for that one particular stat. Cuts the time in half, but... Not really what you want. I'm pretty sure I talked to this person, right? Yeah. Double battle house. I just didn't go in there. Okay, yeah, that's obviously the gym, which we can't get to. Wow, there's a lot happening in here. Okay. Dr. Fuji. The name's Fuji. My name's Dude. Nice to meet you. I made the maps from Seaport City to Coots Bog. And not only that, I'm largely to thank for the game being done. Crystal Peak was the last big obstacle in Skelly's way, and if I hadn't created the tile set for it, the game would have never been finished. The show. Alright, this is like the game dev house then. Hi, I'm Quen. Being an amateur fashion designer is a huge hassle. Deadlines just keep piling up. I left my career as a trainer to tailor Aklove's clothes. And of course, there was also Jack's and that workout routine I gave him. Nice jacket, by the way. I designed it for you. I thought that said cinnamon for a second. Criminon. Hi there, I'm Criminon. I dedicated countless hours to a ton of the art you've seen. I've sprited trainers, Pokemon interfaces, and much, much more. The hardest thing that I worked on was definitely the costume box. It was so much work. I appreciate all your work. However, apologies I haven't checked out the costume box yet. I probably should do that. Because why am I still wearing a jacket in the desert on the beach? It's kind of a scrub move right there. I would say my favorite thing that I did is the cube space. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me actually see what's going on in the costume box. I literally got this from Mom within the first 10 minutes of the game and have never opened it. I don't have any other clothes to pick from. Gotcha. Okay, we're still just gonna be sweating our ass off wearing this this winter jacket on the beach here. What's up? I'm Lixdell. I created a large chunk of those beautiful attack animations you've been seeing. Very good job. I'm the legacy Pokemon trainer, Thanos. Just kidding. Thanasis. It's thanks to me you were even able to get up to this point. I found and fixed a ton of bugs. Appreciate you as well. Not to mention I tested the entire battle engine from start to finish. You're welcome. Golchi. Hey there, I'm Golchi. The strategies of the trainers you faced, I helped design them. If you can defeat the Pokemon lead, I'd even be willing to show you my own strategies. Fire. If I remember, we'll come back and battle this guy after becoming champion. And here is Skelly, last but not least. Hey there, I'm Skelly, the main developer of Pokémon Unbound. I'm glad you took the time to play up to this point. Keep playing, and if you defeat the Pokemon League, I'd love to battle you. Okay. W. We gotta come back here. Is this guy part of the development team, or is he just an outcast over here on the couch? Oh no. I'm the sound director. I make sure all the music works properly. The music is fire in this game. Did you know a whopping 17 people worked on the completely original soundtrack and custom instruments? Damn, that's crazy. I hope you've been enjoying all the music so far. Definitely have. game, I've said it a few times throughout the playthrough, it's really, really well made. The guys downstairs claim they created the world we live in. They must be out of their minds. Who'd believe that? Right? You think those guys downstairs stay at home all day, right? Wrong. I see them leave home every day. They spend a lot of time helping renovate the Battle Frontier. I do also want to check that out. Battle Frontier would be sick, especially because you get bottle caps, you can EV train, you know, reset EVs. So I could bottle cap everybody at some point and actually have a fully, you know, flawless team in terms of natures, abilities, EVs, IVs, all of it. So checking out the Battle House would be pretty, or Battle Frontier. I was thinking about the Double Battle House. That would be pretty sick. Let's check this out. Hi, welcome to the Double Battle House. Feel free to battle any of the trainers here as many times as you want. If you need an explanation of double battles, please come talk to me. I've watched plenty of Aaron Zhang's Road to Ranked back in Sword and Shield. I know how to double battle, thank you very much. Just about an hour and a half into the recording. I want to do something noteworthy, man. I don't want to spend the rest of the recording here just in this house. But also, if I start the next part, that could be like a very long side quest if I go deal with the evil team. I have double the brain power. My victory is a no, it's not. Shut up. I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna do this. That's a bad matchup for Gabite, by the way. Do I care, though? Nah. Actually... Nah, I do. I want to get this experience. Of course, Gardevoir traces Intimidate. I'm gonna go to my own Guardy to KO the Malamar. Oh, I'm not even healed up. It's whatever. And Arcanine can't do anything now that it's intimidated, but I'm gonna stay in anyway. Probably just... Flame Wheel won't even two-shot Gardevoir. Maybe. But I highly... Like, after the intimidated, this probably does like 30%. Yeah. Or like 40. But that's okay, because Dazzling Gleam plus the other one will finish it off for sure. This will still work. I guess I could do this for the rest of the episode and then just cut it off there. I mean, like, okay, the plan was to do the gym fight, which I definitely had enough time to do, but because of the forced side quest to deal with the evil team, I now, you know, I'm not gonna be able to do it. Oh, we finally learned Dragon Claw. No way. That is so fire. That's about time, man. That's so lit. Okay. I was genuinely curious when that was going to happen. Or if I had to go buy the TM. Again, I could have just looked. Because, with that stat scanner item that you get, it tells you when you learn all the moves. So I should have just looked it up, but... I keep forgetting about that thing. It was cool to get when I was trying to catch a team to like check out their IVs, but now that I have the full team, I haven't opened that item in a long time, or used the item. Opened it in the bag is what I meant to say. Alright, let me rip some Moo Moo Milks. I mean, it's still like, it's a good plan going forward, and like a lot that's going to go down in next episode, but I just really wanted to do something noteworthy today with the episode, because now what am I gonna title this episode or whatever? You know, I'm trying to think in terms of the YouTube stuff. I'm gonna throw Samurott out front for a little bit. And now I gotta test out my new Dragon Claw with Gabite here. I mean, I could keep going. The only problem with it, and the reason I have to end the episode, is because I gotta start a load of laundry. They got the bird squad here. I'm trying to think, like, yeah, it'd be OD to step away and like start the load of laundry. I mean, I could fade the screen in and out, I guess. I can cut it later for YouTube, so that doesn't really matter, but maybe I'll do that and I'll keep going. I'm gonna think about that as I go through this battle house here. Because like I do kind of want to go for another hour, I'm not gonna lie, but you know what I mean, I really got to start that load of laundry. But it is possible, because I could just edit it after the fact. Like, I could fade in and out, right? For the sake of the YouTube part. Let's go for Night Slash so I don't miss. Imagine if I missed Rock Tomb and Razor Shell. That would have just been lame. We're also getting close to 45. I mean, that should be the level cap based on what Mel said. But then again, who knows anymore, because it was level capped at 40 yesterday, so it was really confusing. Okay. Let's do this, and then, wait, this guy does battle too, huh? Yeah. Where are my green pants? You'll see them in a sec. What? You're just gonna change pants in the middle of the build? What the I was not expecting that. They gave him like a different overworld sprite. That was actually kind of funny. Not gonna lie. I just realized the one issue with my team is, like, if I wanted to rip bulldozes or earthquakes, I can't. I have no levitators or no flying types, so that's not great for double battles. But it's kind of whatever at the same time. Here's our first time going for Dragon Claw here. Finally have this move instead of just dual chop. Now I can stop talking about dual chop finally. But there's a good chance we can get everybody up to 45 just on this house alone. But we'll see. I'm about to jet that Pachirisu and just attack whatever else. Electrike. Okay. Or Electric. Can't really call it Electrike, because that's Manectric's baby form. Okay. That's some good chip right there. Again, obviously, once I become a Garchomp, those are Okos all day. But that ain't gonna happen today, because we gotta get the other gym badge first. Alright, we hit level 45, which is nice. So now I can see in the next battle if Gabite only gets 1 experience point. So I gotta make sure to leave him out front here for that. You heal me up, by the way? Nice. Okay. Let's go take care of the rest of the trainers in here. We'll save the old guy for last. It's time for a double beatdown. Yeah, by me. Not by you, Chooch. Come on now. Send your fighting types out here against my my dark type. Probably should have switched my lead, but I don't care. Alright, Mienfoo has bad defensive stats, so it actually probably does die to a Dragon Claw. Girder would live Dragon Claw, so we might as well try to Razor Shell that guy. Yeah, there it is. Gabite got 1 experience point. Okay. So level cap confirmed at 45 until the next gym badge. Ooh, Samurai might get fried by this. Half, but the confusion is annoying, so I might switch out to Guardy. Bro was holding a Flame Orb. That's fire. Dude, I need one of those so bad, man. So bad. We can kill him with Dragon Claw now, though, because I got the defense drop with Razor Shell. And you know what? I'm about to just stay in. It doesn't matter if he gets KO'd here. There's a person to heal me right outside the door. But I'll switch out Gabite from the lead spot for the next fight. Okay, we get off a little bit of chip, which is cool, I guess. 3 hits will do it. Let's see if he gets it. Not bad. Oh, he's got the Toxic Orb too, so they... Interesting. Can I get one of those, man? Come on now. What are you doing? I need a Toxic... I mean, ideally a Flame Orb, but I'd take either one. Maybe that's the reward for beating this place. I don't know. We'll have to see. But that would help out Hariyama so much, dude. Especially because you can cheese it, right? Like, before the next gym fight, I can burn myself and then still go put an Expert Belt or a Black Belt on it. Like, I don't have to hold the Flame Orb for the fight. I could pre-burn myself. Give me one of those, man. Let me switch Gabite off the lead. Wait, what if I could steal it with, like, Thief or something? Might actually work. Let's put both the level 43 guys out here. Let's make a 2-to-1 bet on my victory. You don't want to make that bet, Chief. That's a bad idea on your part. Golem and Lycanroc. That's the Lycanroc I was talking about earlier. That's my favorite one of the three from a design standpoint. It's arguably the worst of the three, but I don't care. I think it looks sick. Well, we can go for, what, close combat into this rock electric guy. Yo, what's up, Douglas? How you doing today? And we'll fake it out, too. Just so I don't get hit by a rock slide or something, in case this doesn't KO. I'm chilling. Just playing some Unbound here. How you doing, though? I hope you're having a good day. Alright. Oh, well, of course, that thing had rock slide, too. Touche. Everything has rock slide on this guy's team, apparently. I really want to know how to get a flame orb, man. Oh, and you got the other Lycanroc in the back. For show. Let's CC the one on the left and revenge the one on the right. If this thing's not holding a sash, it probably dies to this. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. Okay. 44 for Arcanine. I'm getting there. Arcanine dodges the slide, which is nice. Take that. And actually, it's better that Hariyama got hit by the rock slide, because now Revenge is 120 base power. If he would have missed Hariyama, it would have only been 60 BP. Which might not have been strong enough to kill him. But again, look at Hariyama's attack stat, 158. It's kind of crazy. Trying to learn Endure? Nah. We don't need that. Endure only combos with Reversal, but Hariyama's too slow to utilize that. You want that on like an Unburdened Hitmonlee or something. Okay, well that's everybody. Do I get a reward for this or nah? Probably not. Dude, I really want to know if I could thief away that Flame Orb. I don't think so. That's really only for wild battles where you can thief stuff. Okay, well that's unfortunate. Is this everything in town? I'm pretty sure it is. Let me make one more pass. Yeah, we checked up there. I gotta make sure I talk to every NPC. We talked to her. Can't surf yet. Might not have talked to you. It's my job to make sure the city stays a beautiful oasis at the edge of the desert. All these trees aren't natural to this area, obviously. I planted each and every one of them. Not bad. Okay. Yeah, that is actually everything in town here. And I did fully check the department store too. I mean, I have to go back to the game corner and get more coins, but I'll do that later. Oh right, Abra's gonna teleport us back to where we need to go. Okay, so it's now 7:01, as you can see. I was looking on my other monitor here, but as you can see in the game right there at the edge of my finger, that is the actual time on my computer as well. So I'm going to save this. I really want to go for another hour here, but again, like I said, I got to start a load of laundry. And so I might try to do because with the editing after the fact, right? It's going to be, for the Twitch stream, I got to step away for like 2 minutes, but for the sake of the YouTube things, I could probably just fade it in and fade it out. And then that way we can keep going, but I got to get this laundry started here. So I think I'm going to make that play. And I will be back in a couple minutes. Okay, bye. And we're back. Just like that. Clothes are in the washing machine. Ready to keep it pushing here. Now the next part of the story, you know, like I've been touching on, I want to do the gym badge today, but I can't. Because we got to go deal with the shadows first. So let's go ahead and return to the Ruins of Void where we left Jax over there about 45 minutes ago. And, you know, it's his fault. He only brought Staraptor with him, and his Staraptor got injured in battle, so he's got no way out of there. I do, because I'm shiced. And then now we're going to go ahead and head back over there. Teleport with this Abra here. Make sure my mic's on. Yeah, the recording's still going. Okay. Imagine if I didn't turn the mic back on, and I was just still talking. That would have been tragic. Oh yeah, there's wild encounters here too. I'm kind of curious. Baltoy makes sense. Although, well, I was going to switch Arcanine out of the lead because I don't want to... You know, the Intimidate thing takes an extra few seconds, but I guess I could just spray a Repel. It's not a bad idea. Alright, we need to see what's going on with the shadows here. Interesting, they got some levers. This is like a Legend of Zelda type dungeon right here. What am I in? There's just Dusclops just chilling. This reminds me of like the Gerudo Fortress from Ocarina of Time. It's an ancient switch. Flip it? Of course. Why not? Did it open the door by the Dusclops? No, it didn't. Okay, interesting. I'm glad I went that way first. I'm sure I was supposed to do that at some point. Let's check over here. What in the Mega Evolution tablet is this? We saw one of these in like episode 1 and have never seen another one since. Actually, I did see one, but I couldn't access it because of needing rock climb. Of course, we have an item called the Braille Converter because I cannot read that, obviously. Who could? Switch below, then avoiding the Dusclops is the key. Well, we hit the switch, so now let's just bob and weave around the Dusclops. Easy money. One of the slowest Pokemon of all time. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. Although, I couldn't even get by the Dusclops. I mean, I'm sure there's other switches. Let's see if we can figure out this puzzle. Okay, obviously this is the only way I can go at the moment until I open up those other doors. Okay. That has to open at least one of the two. Probably this vertical one, but I wonder if the, no? Well, I guess I can go this way now. What in the heck? Good thing I have a whole bunch of super repels, by the way, because this would be tragic. If you came in here without repels, you would just be cooked. Okay, we got rocks, we got a ladder. Let's do this first then. Ah, another TM, maybe something good. Brick break, it's not horrible. It's actually more useful than, I mean, I still have Revenge on Hariyama, which is 120 base power if certain conditions are met. Claydol. Huh? I can just speak to a Claydol? What the heck is going on right now? You who seek passage to the heart of the Temple of Void, prove your worth against the guardian of this sacred ground. Buddy, I got a Hisuian Samurott, which is like your worst nightmare. Although, it's still Arcanine in the front, but Arc has Crunch too, so that's not bad. But if I had a Hisuian Samurott in front... Oh, it's gonna do this thing, okay. Gonna get like an Omni boost, probably. Defense and Spadef, okay. Well, Crunch is probably not a two-shot now, but... Yeah. He's got BP. Nice. Good thing I didn't go hard Samurott. I was about to. The Rocky Helmet actually saves me, but no, he's got a Citrus. Lefties, okay. I should have tried to catch it. I should have tried to catch it, because that could have been a free leftovers right there, but I can buy one from the game corner, and we already saw it in there. So that's not that bad, actually. What do you got to say for yourself now, Claydol? You, who now possesses the rite of passage, your next trial awaits, further within these halls. Okay. Bro's just breaking down the wall to give me like a new way through. Interesting. Let me go ahead and hit a Moo Moo Milk onto Arcanine. And actually, I'm probably going to switch up my lead. Let me put probably Guardian front. Strongest Mon I have. Let's do that. And keep it pushing here. Okay. I was not expecting to get sent outside, but... How you doing down there, Jax? You good, buddy? Oh, it's another Claydol. Oh, I can see Jax's green hat right there. Hey, bro. You good? You want me to throw an escape rope off the edge here? Let you climb up? Uh-oh. Sir, dude is attempting to make his way up here by coming through the ruins. These guys are trembling right now. They already know the power I possess. No matter. By the time Dude ascends, Zeph will be ready for the unbinding. However, should the need arise, I will require you to stall Dude for as long as possible. Well, that ain't gonna be very long. I'll make quick work of these scrubs. Yes, sir. If I did not need you, Hoopa, I would throw your Pokeball right back into the ocean for all of the trouble you have caused. Alright. Let's go beat some ass, man. Get me in there. Is this gonna be like a puzzle like in the Ruins of Alph? Oh, hell no. It is. It's a tile puzzle. Okay, hold on. Because as soon as I hit X, you already know it's gonna get jumbled up. I'm about to take a picture on my phone, bro. What? Yeah. I'm literally gonna take a picture on my phone right now. Okay. Let's get it. Yeah. See, I knew that was gonna happen as soon as I hit the button. Start with the 4 corners. That's always the easiest part. Although, can you rotate them? Dude, remember that one puzzle where you could actually rotate the pieces? That was diabolical. No, it looks like I don't have to rotate them. Okay. This one goes here. And then this one goes as the other top piece. Let me get all this shit out of here, man. Make it a lot easier. Alright, so we're good up until this point. This piece of the eye goes right here. That was like a 10,000 IQ play to take a picture on my phone. Made this way easier. This one goes right there. And then the top of the ring is this? Yeah. Here's the other ring. I think that's this one. Yeah, we should be good with this. Okay, not bad. I'm about to do that again if there's another puzzle. Oh, almost didn't see that. Another dust stone. Not bad, not bad. Anything on the other side here? Nope. Why is there just a random rock when you could easily just walk around it? That's kind of sus. So let's break it and see what's inside. Alright, nothing. Another fight with the clay doll. Nope, never mind. Just gonna keep breaking down the walls. I like this guy. I guess there's no way I would have been able to catch that thing. But that would have been sick because it was holding a leftovers. But clearly, you know, they wouldn't let me catch the clay doll because it has to be able to break down the walls here. Okay. Not bad, not bad. 24 cells now. We should almost be to the top. I feel like it's only one more. Yeah. I got a bad feeling about that clay doll. You're damn right. Oh, that escalated very quickly. Okay. What the? You who seek to violate these sacred grounds, demonstrate your worth, or be smote by my judgment. Huh? This Pokemon wants to fight. We handle Shadow Warriors on the daily. One normal Pokemon is nothing to us. Let's take it down. Okay, look at Claydol go right now. Not bad. You who lack the right, be gone from this place, lest ye be cast into the void. Yo, Claydol's kind of shiced. Oh, there's Staraptor. What's up, buddy? That thing definitely KO'd itself by just crashing into the wall. It's a classic bird move right there. Dude. How did you get up here, bro? What? And if it was that easy for you to get up here, why didn't you do it earlier while I was back in the city? What is wrong with this kid? Thank goodness, it looks like Staraptor will make a full recovery. Of course it will. He just randomly pops up here like easy money, you know? That's funny. Thanks for finding Staraptor for me. I'm sorry, I had to rely on you yet again. I mean, I guess story-wise it makes sense, right? In order to get up here, you had to deal with that Claydol, and he didn't have any other Pokemon. Staraptor was his only Pokemon for some reason, because we know he has more than one Mon. Just, he only brought Staraptor with him, and then once it crashed, he had no way to deal with the Claydol to earn passage up here, so that makes sense, actually. Ah, never mind me. Yeah, I'm not, actually. Anyway, great job on getting this far up. It looks like we're nearly at the top. Just a little more and we'll reach the shadows. Sorry I can't be more useful. Yeah, you're pretty worthless, Jax. But if you need healing, I'll be waiting right outside. Okay. We can use him again to heal. Not bad, not bad. You who would enter the heart of the Temple of Void. Against the 3, demonstrate your strength of body and soul. I thought he was going to say mind, body, and soul because 3, but that tripped me up reading that because he only used 2 of the 3. Spell tag, okay. Alright. Well, let's save in case a legendary pops out that I need to... I don't know what's going to happen here. But if there's some kind of legendary that I have to catch, I'm not trying to fail that on the first try. I'll just hit a quick save, why not? Alright, what do we got here? You gaze into the portal. Pokemon are attempting to cross through from the other side. Are you ready to face them? Be aware, once the battles begin, there will be no chance to recover. I don't even know if I healed my team, but you know what? It don't matter, because I'm about to cook. That's a Raikou. Interesting. Can I catch it? is really the question I want to know here. Actually, I only want to catch Entei. And Entei is the best of these 3, for sure. Let's see how strong D-Gleam is here. I don't know if it'd be a 2-shot. I kind of think it would be, but I can just barely take 2 T-Bolts too, which is not bad. Damn. We could go Gabite and just hope he doesn't have HP Ice. That'd be really bad. Nah, there's no way you do. You're not that shized. Raikou's obviously going to be faster than me, but after a single bulldoze, I'll be faster. It is HP Ice. This game is trolling, bro. Actually. Why is this thing packing HP Ice? What? Okay, we actually kill it with Bulldoze. That's kind of surprising. I'm not going to lie. Bulldoze is weak as hell. That thing actually just had HP Ice. And I don't know if I was supposed to catch it, but we're just going to keep pushing on with the story here. I don't know if I'm supposed to catch Raikou and like maybe catch all 3 of them. Is that it, or is I gotta fight all 3? Okay. Entei, yep. So like I said, they're not gonna give me a chance to heal in between these 3 fights. I'm assuming Suicune's gonna pop out too. But yeah, Entei is by far the coolest of the 3. I might need this for Suicune, so I'm gonna switch out to Samurott. And hope that works out. Hariyama's got Thunder Punch too. Like I got a lot of stuff that can deal with Suicune in the back. Hidden Power fighting probably, or actually Grass. That would make more sense. They need to give it away to hit like a Water Ground type probably. Yeah, my guess is that was HP Grass. Okay, we OHKO him with a Razor Shell. Not bad. Now send out the 3rd one, man. There it is. Okay. This is kind of fire, though, actually. I like this. Alright, we'll hit it up with a Magical Leaf to do, like, probably, like, 40%. And then we'll, I'll revenge it with Roserade. Obviously, this is not going to do very much. It's a weak attack, and it's not stab boost. Yeah, I thought... That was right. I called about 40% right there. Okay. Now, Roserade, however, has Giga Drain with the Miracle Seed and is a Grass type. So this would do like 90% at least. Maybe even OHKO it from full. Well, that's easy money right there. Alright. Not bad, not bad. And Arcanine hits 45 as well. I think that's everybody at level cap. Except maybe Hariyama is the only one. Okay. You who now possesses the rite of passage. With fortified body and righteous soul, step forth. What about mind, body, and soul, man? You're forgetting the 3rd one. Come on. Step forth into what, bro? I'm confused, but I'm going to take this opportunity to heal up real quick. We could go back and heal up with Jax, but I don't care. I got plenty of items in the bag here. But I feel like as soon as I step forth, like Claydol told me to do, it's probably going to be a boss battle against the... Well, I was going to call that guy one of the admin of the Shadows, but it seems like he said something about Ruins of Light. It's like a different evil team that's forming. And yeah, Hariyama's the only one at 44, so I'm actually going to go ahead and lead it off here. Step forth into what, bruh? Ah, onto the war panel. Okay, here we go. Hello? Ugh. Bro just got dominated by Claydol. They both say the same thing. Alright, what do we got, man? Huh? All of a sudden they just come back to life? That makes sense. Why didn't you attack me when I first came up the portal? That Claydol may have knocked us down before, but we're still not going to let you through without a fight. We can't let the unbinding be disrupted. What are you gonna do to stop it, man? You ain't got nothing. 2 Mons, he's got a... Okay. That actually kind of walls my Hariyama. I mean, I have knockoff, but... You might have Will-O-Wisp. Please burn me one time, bro. That's all I want is just to get burnt. Click Will-O-Wisp, man. Although, it, you know, doesn't help my guts here, because now I lose guts, but... I'm going to stay burnt throughout the rest of this side quest here. It's like they know I have guts. I'm going to click Fake Out right now. Because now that I just lost guts, maybe he'll click Will-O-Wisp. This is like a 10,000 IQ play if it works. Do it. Damn it, he's just going Shadow Claw. Oh, that's funny, man. Just click the Willow one time. Get this thing out of my face. Next. Imagine if he would have clicked Will-O-Wisp after taking my guts away from me. That would have been fire. Alright, what else this guy got? Sableye? Ugh, I can't even hit that with... I mean, I can, but not for much damage. Let's just hit it with a D-Gleam. If this thing clicks Will-O-Wisp on the Switch, that'd be tragic. Okay, that makes sense. It's going to do a lot, but again, it's just a Sableye, so it doesn't have very good offenses. And we will absolutely smoke this thing with a D-Gleam. No shot you live that, buddy. Okay. It's all that Claydol's fault. Now, it's your fault for not having a good enough team to beat a Claydol. We're not done yet. But wait, there's more. It's my turn to take you down. Wait. Oh, for sure, dude. Now you pull up. That makes sense. Dude has more important things to do than deal with you. If you want to take someone on, why don't you try me for size? Dude, I don't know how it's possible, but the way these guys have been talking, the Shadows must have captured Zapdos. I'll take care of these goons. In the meantime, you gotta stop the Shadows from carrying out their unbinding. Hurry, there's no time left. There's always time to hit a Moo Moo Milk, buddy. Gotta get your protein intake in. Hit that milk. Somehow I'm at full health, even though I just took damage on Gardevoir. Okay. We'll take it, we'll take it. Who do I want to lead, though? I kind of like having Hariyama in the back for fake outs. I'm going to lead Roserade to give a T-Spike if there's like a lot of Pokemon in here. Let's go for it. Wait, there's a hidden item first. Hold on, hold on. Let me grab this nugget real quick. You already know. Oh wait, I missed something else. Okay, Zinc again. Any vitamins at this point I'm going to sell because I don't need to use them anymore. Double battle? I'll just use whatever I got. Gotcha. You seriously never learn, do you, kid? Get moving. You're going to want to see this. Okay. All preparations have been completed, Zeph. You can proceed with the unbinding when ready. Thank you, Ivory. Just one last thing before we get started. Marlin. Where is he exactly? I'm sorry, Zeph. We still don't know where he is. According to the grunt who delivered Zapdos to us, Marlin's off dealing with some unofficial business. The grunt said he wouldn't clarify any further. I haven't heard from him either. He has been rather on edge lately. I hope he hasn't gotten cold feet now, of all times. I would hate for him to miss everything we have worked so hard for. But either way, with or without him, the unbinding must proceed. Finally, the time has come to make our dream a reality. Once the dark force is unbound, I shall use its power to undo the tragedies of all those years ago. And then, at long last, his smile will finally return to me. The Keeper of Storms, Zapdos, come forth. The Sacred Flame, Moltres, come forth. The Disciple of Ice, Articuno, come forth. Fire. With these 3 legendary bird Pokemon assembled here, alongside the Prison Stone, the seal can be broken. One with the shadows, one with the night, a dark hole traced by a ring of fury. With keys of ice, fire, and lightning, let the sealed force no longer be caged. At last, the bottle. With this, the dark force is mine to command. What? Nothing is happening. Why, the bottle is open. Heh. Who is this? This looks like Zinnia, the chick from Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Who do you think you are? Have you tempered with the unbinding? Answer me. Who, me? Who is Aklove? The name is Aklove. I am just a lowly grunt among the shadows, nothing more. Answer my question, Grunt. What have you done? What have I done? Nothing. The ritual itself went completely uninterrupted. In fact, I commend you on almost a flawless execution. However, there was one key component you were missing. Oh, is this Hoopa's trainer? Is that who Aklove is? Missing? And what exactly would that be? In order to release the dark force from the prison bottle, naturally, there needs to be somewhere for that power to go. To be exact, you need the Pokemon that used to house the dark force, something I notice you are sorely lacking. Of course, you would have known that, had I not deleted that little detail from your files. Honestly, I hoped to manipulate you by infiltrating your organization, but I am almost disappointed. It was laughably easy. And now you have played right into my hands and released the prison bottle for me. All that is left is for you to step aside. I shall finish the unbinding myself. Okay, plot twist. This is kinda sick. What? How dare you make a fool of me? You will pay for this insult. Houndoom, teach this fool a lesson. Hoopa, send that Houndoom into a different dimension. Hoopa, remove the threat. Yeah, exactly. See ya. Impossible. Houndoom was that portal, so it was you who brought Dude into our base. Actually, that was Hoopa acting of its own accord. I knew we were about to begin the process of releasing its power, so in a futile act of desperation, it summoned Dude to rescue it from me. For you see, for reasons I cannot fathom, it is Dude, not I, that Hoopa prefers as its trainer. And so, naturally, I want to see Dude eliminated. Yo, chill. Once he is gone, Hoopa will have to accept me as its true trainer. Only then will I finally be able to use its true power, capable of moving entire landmasses. I concede. I cannot hope to fight a Pokemon like that. Zeph is a total scrub. You gotta get back in there and fight, man. Don't just give up that easily. That is a wise decision. Now, stand aside. Shit's about to get real. I'm sorry, Ivory. I couldn't finish what we started. But this is not the end. We will find another way to bring them back. And now, let the main event begin. Hoopa, the time has come. Your true power is about to be released from the prison bottle. And as your trainer, I am fully capable of controlling it. Are you sure about that? At last, I have waited so long for this moment. Hoopa, the seal on your power has finally been broken. Aklove, tell me, what reason could you have for doing any of this? If we share a common goal, perhaps we can work together. Fool! Our goals are inevitably at odds. I am a descendant of the so-called Foreign King from the Great War. My goal is simply to finish what he started and win the war. With Hoopa's power now unbound, I will bring the weapon he created and use it to rain fire and destruction across Borrius. Then, finally, his suffering can be at its end. Now, tell me, Zeph, what were your goals? My goals? There was only one I always kept at the forefront of my mind. It was to see him again. My little boy. Ah, what a waste. Such great power for such a meager wish. You lack ambition, Zeph. Enough of this. Remove yourself from my presence. Damn, she ain't messing around, bro. The shadows are finished. It is time for Borrius to see the light of ruin. Ah, but first, I see that our guest of honor has decided to join us. Grunts, bring him to me. Talking about me? I'm just kind of chilling in the back. I don't want none of this. My grunts. Is this truly so surprising, Zeph? You and I both know that you are not the ultimate authority here. I have gone above you. I have spoken with Faye, and she has agreed that as long as I provide her with a small sample of Hoopa's power to study, I will be granted control of her shadow branch to do with as I please. But this is my organization. Not anymore, Chooch. I founded the company. This branch was only allowed to exist because I approved it. I may have retired and handed over the reins, but that does not mean I can simply be replaced. Yes, it does. She and I had a deal. A deal which, need I remind you, you transgressed, Zeph. And no one is irreplaceable in an organization, not even you. But enough of this. Nothing you say will change the outcome of these events. And now? Dude, I can finally have the satisfaction of eliminating you once and for all. Yo! You have been repeated nuisance to the shadows, and I cannot have you becoming a nuisance to me as well. Hoopa, summon a Pokemon to crush this fool. Oh, hell no. What is this? I'm pretty sure I just put Roserade in front, and bro summons a Hoopa. I mean a Ho-Oh. Perfect. Well, this has got Shiesty very quickly. If you get a Sacred Fire burn on my switch into Samurott, that'd be really, really bad. So I'm actually just gonna stay in here and stun spore it. Just kidding, I'm not. He goes Brave Bird. Okay. Well, that's gonna Oko Roserade. Bye, Roserade. Thank you for missing the stun spore. Anyway, we could just revenge it with Samurott, but that definitely caught me off guard. Hoopa just pulls a Ho-Oh out of the portal. That's crazy, bro. He's faster, but we could tank a Brave Bird with Samurott. Okay, the critical hit was kind of OP. That was unfortunate, but we even take a crit, which is shiced. Okay. Wow, that escalated very quickly. Okay. What? You actually defeated it? Of course. Summon another. Yeah, yeah. Why not? What is it gonna be, Lugia or something? Yeah. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I don't get to resurrect Roserade here, so I guess Gardevoir was next up in the lead. Lugia is kind of a pain in the ass, but I mean, I guess I can just ship this down with D-Gleam. Oh, he's got Earthquake. Why not, you know? That's fine. He's definitely going to win the 1v1, but we'll just come back and revenge it with, actually with Night Slash on what's-his-face? Samurott. But of course I have no HP left after the, after that critical hit Brave Bird. Roost? Oh, hell no. I might be able to switch in on a Roost then. Also, Hariyama has Ice Punch. I think no, why is it on Psybeam, bro? That's okay, I think I died of this anyway. Whatever. He might Roost next turn, but I'm just going to stay until I die at this point. There's no reason to switch out. Okay, perfect. I could have switched into Hariyama on an Earthquake, but not Samurott, because he's got no HP left. Additionally, Arcanine could just crunch this. Again, you might be thinking, why did you just switch in Arcanine when it's got Earthquake. Doesn't matter, man. I put it at -1. It's just a Lugia. It has trash offenses, and now it's intimidated, so... Crunch will easily two-shot if it doesn't finish it from there. Yeah. But eventually I can win this 1v1, because even though he's getting back more with Roost than I do with Crunch, I will get a defense drop at some point, and then once I do, it's then a two-shot after that. Kind of annoying, but whatever. It's a Lugia at -1. It's no threat offensively now. Damn, I can't get the defense drop. He does actually have pressure too. He might actually be able to stall me out of crunches. This is why Lugia is such an annoying Pokemon though, because it's just a stall fest with this thing. Getting the defense drop right here would be clutch, because he probably attacks this turn. But the next crunch doesn't kill it. He goes toxic. Okay. I'm gonna need an absolute high roll to finish this right now, which is why the defense drop right there would have been perfect timing, because it guaranteed would have died at -1. But he actually lives this barely, unless I high roll. Yeah, there it is. Okay, that's fine, because now it's a two-shot, and I think, or actually no, it kills it from there. I thought he was gonna roost off a little more. This is my second to last crunch, though. That's unfortunate, but we do two-shot from here regardless. Yeah, it actually just finishes. Okay, that was annoying, but that's what Lugia does. It's just a defensive wall. Is that truly your best, Hoopa? Perhaps I should have simply done it myself. Dude, you have been an eyesore for too long. However, no matter how strong you may be, I still have my trump card. What might that be? When I was granted control of these grunts, it came with a request. My beneficiary seems to have taken an interest in you, dude. Which is why I have been instructed to seal you inside this very cube. What do you mean by that? Even Zeph is like, huh? No, you can't be serious. The cube would never accept live organic matter. I would know. I built the security measures myself. Heh. You really have not kept yourself up to speed since you retired, have you? Faye has done marvelous work on this special cube of hers. So watch carefully, Zeph. Watch just how far your invention has come. Aklove, don't proceed with this. What you're attempting could very well end dude's life. That's what she's trying to do, man. If that truly is the case, whether he goes now or when the weapon is fired makes no difference to me. And before you think you can escape this, dude, be aware. I know where your mother lives. Hey, why you gotta bring my mom into this? Now I'm gonna beat your ass, man. I cannot guarantee your safety should you attack me or flee. Oh, I'm gonna attack you. Don't get it twisted. Good, you will be cooperative. Then this is goodbye, dude. May we never meet again. Okay, I actually got sucked into the cube. Nice. Oh no, we're gonna meet again, man. You just threatened my mom. What the? Payload received. Processing. That was my best attempt at a robot voice. Processing complete. Sentient matter detected. Alright, that's enough of that. Entry what? H005? The data has been uploaded to the mainframe. Why is there like berries and the zoom lens floating around in the background? What the fuck is going on in here? Can I heal my team? Nice. I guess I don't have Pokemon if I'm stuck inside the cube. What the f... This is kind of fire. This is what the inside of my bag looks like, apparently. Interesting. Okay. Gotta go around that one. I heard you. This is kind of sick, dude. Nope. Not that way. Oh, I can jump to these, huh? Got you. 3 options. When in doubt, go left. What? What are these guys doing inside the cube, man? Hey, bruh. You good? Wait a minute. That's what's his name? Potentially my dad. What was his name? There's a bunch of NPCs that have talked about him. Aros. A-R-O-S. Wait, why was there a little tuber girl floating in here? I just saw that at the last second. That was hilarious. I'm assuming I gotta juke out that one. Let's try this one. I think I messed. Oh, I guessed right. Not bad. Okay, what the heck is going on in here? I can't believe my eyes. You're my son. Okay, nice. We finally met this guy. Dude, no matter how old you get, I'll always recognize you. What the hell is Marlon doing in here too? Oh, they got you too, huh? Marlon, how do you know my son? We've run into each other a few times now. Your son seems to have the same sense of justice as you. Always running in blindly when he's not wanted. It's because I have no fear, man. You gotta get into the action. Then I guess you've turned out just as I had hoped you would, dude. I'm so proud. I'm at a loss for words. Whoa, watch out. How did I just get knocked backwards? That doesn't even make sense. You need to be mindful of your surroundings here. There goes that little tuber girl again. You need to be mindful of your surroundings in here, dude. Items from many different trainers are constantly arriving, so you can never know which one is going to come flying out of nowhere. Oh, that's why he pushed me out the way, so I didn't get hit by something. But for now, I think we're in the clear. These platforms are usually safe for us to stand on. Not that they're meant for us, of course. As I'm sure you guessed, this place wasn't designed for human life. Sending people here is something that shouldn't even be possible. Oh, I forgot to ask, how did you wind up here too? And did Hoopa ever make contact with you? Marlon tells me it's been 16 years since I was trapped in here, so you must have seen Hoopa by now. Okay, now the story's making a lot more sense. This is pretty sick. Oh, poor Hoopa. I never intended for that to happen to it. I was trying to protect it when I threw it into the ocean, but it seems it ended up in danger anyway. Marlon, from what I understand, the Shadow Warrior project is still ongoing. 16 years, and you continued to inflict such cruelty on both people and Pokemon. We were desperate, Aros. And there was no denying that the improvements with each experiment. We were getting so close. I know your intentions were good, Marlon, but even the worst of men had good intentions at one point, and unfortunately the harm you inflicted outweighs the good you thought you would bring about with your actions. Why can't you see that? Aros is about to push that guy off the edge so he can go floating into the abyss. Watch. Of course I'm aware of the harm we caused. Were it up to me, our research would have been restricted to Pokemon that wouldn't have been hurt by the process. But Faye, she insisted we branch out, use different species of Pokemon. That witch. She's the reason I'm even here at all. I knew from the moment she saw Hoopa that she had a growing obsession with it. That's why I cast Hoopa's Pokeball out to sea, to try to put an end to her reach. When I met with her on the bridge that day, she asked about Hoopa. I tried to play it cool, saying I no longer had it. But when she heard that, she took a cube from her pocket and, well... Wait, was it because I opposed the Shadow Warrior project? After I discovered its existence, I secretly began sabotaging your work, night after night. But no, that can't be. I shouldn't even be alive were that the case. Whatever her reasoning was, Aros, she certainly didn't tell us anything. We weren't even aware you were alive at all. If you can call this living. We're nothing but data right now, so are we really alive? How do we know we aren't copies of our real selves, and our physical bodies are gone forever? What the? What's going on? Oh, that happens every so often. That's called a glitch in the Matrix. It means the cube is about to begin the sorting process. Soon we'll be whisked away to some other cube sector. You'll get used to it eventually. And bro's been stuck in here for 16 years. It's crazy. Eventually? Don't tell me we're trapped in here. I mean, that's obvious, bro. Is there really no way out? Clearly, Marlon, or this dude would not still be chilling in here. What a dumbass question. If there was, I'd have freed myself ages ago, Marlon. Exactly. I've tried everything, so unless you've thought of something I haven't, better get used to your new digital life. It's not all that bad, though. At least we don't need to eat or sleep. Good point. I really wish I could have gotten to know you better, dude. Maybe if we get lucky, we'll wind up together again someday. It can't be. Is that a Cube V3? Sure. It is. Marlon, do you have one too? I do, yes. But what does that have to do with... I think I know how to free you. But only if I'm right about this place being the third version created of Cube Space. I'm pretty sure I am, though. When I was first sent here, the place was devoid of items. The Cube V3 had only just been revealed to the public, but no one had access to it yet. It didn't take long to figure out I'd been trapped for more advanced cube space. I came up with a plan to free myself, but my own cube is an outdated V2. But as for you two, I think this can work. What do we need to do, Aros? Hurry, we don't have much time left. Hand me your cubes. I'll make the necessary modifications for your escape. But what about you, bro? Are you gonna sacrifice yourself so that the two of us get set free, but you're stuck here forever? Honestly, I think we just sack Marlin, and you take his cube and we get out of here together. If I'm correct, opening your cubes in here will cause a chain reaction, one that'll forcibly eject you from that cube space. Are you sure about this, Aros? Will this actually break us out? Either that or your digital selves will be destroyed forever. You know, just a 50-50 shot. No biggie. Don't worry, I rate your survival odds as being higher than not. Oh, that's comforting. If this works, promise me something, Marlin. You'll lay to rest the Pokemon that you've turned into Shadow Warriors, and you'll end the Shadow Warrior project once and for all. Alright, deal. You have my word. I doubt we'll be making any more as it is. The fact that I'm trapped here clearly shows the Science Society has terminated our partnership. But what about you? Are you not coming with us? I can't. At least not without a Cube V3 of my own. Just take Marlin's, bro. In order for me to escape, someone on the outside has to let me out. And dude, I wish we had more time to talk. If only we were meeting under better circumstances. And we're about to get ejected out of here, probably. I'll keep this brief. Help Marlin end the Shadow Warrior project. From what I remember, they're highly sensitive to light, so exposing them should lay their souls to rest. And above all else, save Hoopa. The longer its power remains unbound, the more it loses sense of itself. Confine its power, and you can return it to how it used to be. Alright, I'm done. I've set your coordinates to Cinder Volcano. If you make it out, it shouldn't take you too long to reach the Shadow Warriors. And thanks in advance. I took the liberty of giving back what you lost because of them, Marlin. No, that shouldn't be possible. Never mind. You're running out of time. You have to go, now. Aros, I promise I'll end this. And when I do, I'll swear I'll return for you. I swear. Goodbye, Marlin. Dude. Don't forget what you promised me. That was sick. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, I remember this place. Help Marlin destroy the Shadow Warriors in Cinder Volcano. Okay, I bet. Let's go, dude. Now where are we at? We're at 2.5 hours in the recording. This is a route that I spent a lot of time on because I caught both Badoo and Ralts right here in this patch of grass. Oh, I can't get that hidden item because I don't have Surf. And then when we ride on this Lapras, we get down to Route 5, which is where I caught Growlithe and where the house was that gave us Samurott. So we actually got 4 of our 6 team members, like, basically right here on this route. And if I remember right, there's a Porygon right up here to access the box, yeah. Because I have a Pokemon with Fly, so I can take Trumbeak out of the box and just fly back to Dresco. Dude, this game is so sick, actually. I'm just gonna fly to Dresco real quick and then probably save there and end it. I wanted something noteworthy to happen, and it did happen. Because I need to take care of a few things in Dresco. Obviously, I'm gonna come back here for the start of next episode because we need to, but... Oh wait, Dresco's way over here. Never mind, I got confused. I was thinking of Crater Town, which is down here, but we need to go back to Dresco for a few reasons, and I'll touch on that as I'm about to hit the YouTube outro. Because I'm going to have to go put my clothes in the dryer pretty soon. The washing machine's been going for a little bit. Okay, fire though. We actually got some noteworthy stuff done. We still can't fly back to go do the gym badge. We got to continue with the side quest first, so... But that's cool, that's cool. Let me take Gabite back out here. Which actually doesn't matter because I'm going to go deposit Pokemon. I'll explain it in the outro, but... While I'm in the box, I'll touch on this. So I have the... This is the spring form of Sawsbuck. And I also have the autumn form. So we're missing the other 2 seasons, of course, being summer and winter. So I'll put Gabite back in the party just for now, but I'm going to have to pull Trumbeak back out to fly around. And in between episodes here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the map and show you. I guess I'll just save right here. Okay, so on the map... I gotta fly all the way back up northwest to Blizzard City. And on Route 8, if I remember correctly, you can get the winter form of Deerling. And then back here on Route 12, where we started the episode today, is where you get the summer form of Deerling. And once I catch both of those 2 deer, I gotta fly back to Dresco, where I'm at now. Well, really, I can train anywhere, but I have to grow them a certain amount of levels to hit whatever level they evolve at. Because you need Sawsbuck for the challenge. Or not the challenge, the side quest. But I be doing training in here in this little house, where you can just fight Audinos and they give an insane amount of experience. So then after that, once I have all 4 forms of Sawsbuck, I gotta fly back down here to the southwest corner in Telltown, talk to a scientist. Once I complete the side quest, he'll give us access to change abilities, apparently. And but what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna do that off camera. I gotta grow a bunch of levels for these Deerling, so I'm gonna do that off camera because no one's gonna want to watch that, right? Grinding against Audinos just to level up. And but what I'm gonna do at the start of next episode, the very start, before I go back to Cinder Volcano, wherever I save and cut this off at is where I'm gonna pop back in at. But first thing is I'm gonna get on Trumbeak and fly down to Telltown. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that now. That's where we're gonna save at. That's a better plan. And then, you know, in between recordings, I'm gonna have to fly back up here, but that's besides the point. I gotta do a bunch of flying to catch the deer anyway. So I'm gonna save in Telltown to make sure that I do that first thing. And we're gonna start off next episode. That's the wrong part of the PC. We're gonna start off next episode changing natures around. Damn it. Whatever, just put it in the front, doesn't matter. Okay. So new plan. So we start off changing natures, then we gotta fly back to wherever we just got ejected to. Cinder Volcano there. And we're gonna finish off that side quest, and then I'm gonna make sure that I get the 5th gym badge. Well, it's gonna be tomorrow on stream, but in terms of the YouTube playlist, you know, that'll be in the future. Because it depends when people watch it on YouTube, but I want to say it's this house right here. Yeah, it's that scientist guy against the wall. Okay. So we're going to save and shut it off right here. Right in front of the house. I think that's a good spot. As it is now just about 8 a.m. for me. And I still have to get this whole episode here. I got to get this edited and posted to YouTube today before I go to work in about an hour and a half. So yeah, because it's already 8 a.m. Damn. All right. Juicer of an episode. It's about 2.5 hours in total. Once I get it edited and everything. So with all that being said, that's the plan in between episodes. When I get home from work tonight, I'm gonna have to catch the Sawsbuck or to catch the 2 Deerlings and train them up, so that tomorrow morning I'm ready to. That's a lot to do tonight after work, but I got no choice, man. We got to come back and stream again tomorrow. Keep playing this game. So with all that being said, that is going to be the end of part 11 here on YouTube. So for anybody seeing this after the fact in the future on YouTube, thank you. I appreciate it. And I hope that you have a good rest of your day. All right? Peace.